riding from town to town. I've been as high as an eagle flies. I've been up, I've been down. If I don't do what I want to do, I'll just pack it on up and ride. I live my life like a cowboy. Now I'm coming on down the line. Oh, I live my life like a cowboy, riding from town to town. I went from Wisconsin, Arizona, down to Bama, back to Georgia. Tell you, son, I've been around. No, no. If I don't do what I want to do, I'll just pack it on up and I'll ride. I live my life like a cowboy. Prairies, Rocky Mountain highs fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, steel horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all. Hell, it's our way of life. We're the last of the cowboys, giddy up gone boys. 18 wheels on the concrete, it's a slow and dying breed, rolling like jazz. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, laying the star again. There I go, turn the page. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Left Lane with Lefty. Hey, we have got a good show planned for the night. Sorry, I was trying to get on earlier. We were having technical difficulties, but I do believe we got them straightened out. So we are going to be really, really good on the show tonight. I do have a special guest, and I have two special guests, but the main one has got a lot of stuff to explain and want to get off their chest and go on from there about it. But before I go into that situation, I also want to say, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I do want to thank everybody for the help and the support. So I do want to say thank you, everybody, for doing what you have done to help this person out. And I want to say I have been in part of this. So, this is a big deal that what happened in the last couple of days. So on this thing tonight, we're going to have questions and answers, and we're going to see how things are going. The other thing is, if you guys could, in your comments, just like and share out to your groups, please, so that way people can actually see what we are actually doing tonight. Thing is, when you're starting a new job, or as a new driver, or as an old driver out on the road, what are the issues that you guys are running into? What are you coming into? What's coming up? I mean, is it the company's treating you great? Are they giving you respect? Are they treating you like the driver that you are? Or they treating you like a new guy off the block and just running you in the dirt going, hey, just jump in this truck. It's shiny. It's pretty. It goes fast. Get in it and go. Is that what they're doing? Or are they actually saying, hey, you're not a number. You are Jim Bob, Billy Bob, whatever. And say, hey, you're a driver to us, but we know you by name. You're not a number. We want to treat you like family. We want to know how you're doing, call you once a day. Hey, everything going good? Your truck's doing good? Good. That's what we want to hear. Are you doing all right? You're running low on cash. Hey, we can help you out here a little bit. Anything like that. I mean, is that what's going on? Or, I mean, there's different kinds of things that are going on out here that we are finding. And like I said, there's a lot that I don't know. I can say my feathers are a little ruffled, but it's not my deal to get into. But it is my deal to get it out there so people know what drivers are coming into. I'm a 23 to 24-year-old veteran driver. All right. Scott Granger, he's a 30 to 34-year veteran driver. He's owned trucks. He works for a company. He's been in and out in his younger days. So he knows how things are played, how he treated drivers. Just like, let's see, just like, there's quite a few people that I can mention. There's some I won't. But, like companies I've had for, I've worked for some really good companies that knew my reputation and said, hey, you know what? I want you to come and drive for me. I know how good of a driver you are. You're safe. You get the job done and you put it where it needs to be without having any problems or getting out of the truck and, oh, I can't do this, can't do that, Yes, sir, Mr. Scott, we do see that. Oh, you've been almost 40 years in there as a driver. 40 years. I mean, it's a 40-year-old veteran. If he had to go find a job today, would he run into something like this? I mean, we all got different aspects. We can see what's going on, what's coming. But are they giving us enough smoke and mirrors to burn us on it? I mean, are we really paying attention with our eyes wide open? Or are we just sitting back and going, oh, man, look at all that pretty chrome? Or, hey, ooh, look at that, I got a bonus. I mean, is this what we're coming to? That's the thing. Is this what's going to happen? Is it not just because of what the FMCSA is doing over here and OIDA's doing over here and ATA and all them, they're all in USTA over here. Everybody's trying to stand for somebody, but who actually is standing up for you? What drivers have your back when you need it? That's the question. Everybody talks about a brotherhood and a sisterhood. Who can you actually turn around and look and go into this phone and go, man, I'm in a bad shape. Hold on, let me make a phone call. Hey, can you come and help me? I'm in dire need. Can you come and get me? Can you help me out? How many of you guys actually have that connection that you can actually make that phone call? How many of you can actually make that phone call and actually have someone come and help you? So this is the stuff we're going to run through tonight. Who has your back in the trucking industry? This is where the brother sisterhood comes into play. Who's there for you? Hold on. I have to, because some guy just had to throw it out there. Mr. Scott Granger, I mean, Charles Bundy Chrome looks good, but does it make you money? You know what? There is a point to that. And we're going to get to that, because that is going to be part of the key conversation tonight. Is all the goodies that they throw at you with the smoke and mirrors, is that what you want? Or is it enough to make you go, I don't think I want to play that game? Or, hey, I'll be straight up with you. This is how I am. This is how I go. Work for me and I'll take care of you. I've had companies sit there and go, hey, man, I'll promise you, you'll make $1,000 a week. You got this taken care of. You'll be home every night, blah, blah, blah. Get there. Equipment's a piece of crap. Not a mechanic in sight. I mean, you can look and see. And I have had guys that had a fleet of trucks. And I mean, gorgeous looking trucks, look real nice, and be a teetotal a-hole to you and treat you like you're the dude. I can find millions of you, knowing that they can't find a million of me because I am me. I know what I'm valued at. I know what I can do, and I'll prove it to you. And I've had to do that. I've had to do that a lot. So it's just the way things are going. Where do you see yourselves? So I would like to have you guys, and that's why it's a question and answer night. You throw up a question or you throw up an answer on what we are going to talk about tonight in this show. And I would like to have you guys throw it out there for me because I want to know. I want to know how you all really feel. Are we being treated and respected like we should be? Are we? Are you being respected? So let me go over here and go to the comments and start saying hello to everybody. Let's go back up to the top. We got, look at here. Good evening, Mr. Michael. Yes, sir. Good evening. And look at there. There's my special other sweetheart. There she is. Good evening. Hoping I didn't drop out. No, you're still good. How you doing, Miss Carla Williams? Mr. John Hall? I'm glad everything's better with you. I know what you just told me what happened. I'm not putting it out there, but I'm glad your dad's okay and your mom's doing all right. It's good to see you in here, brother. Mr. Dave Newland, how you doing, sir? It's on the pages. It's all good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You're the man. You're the man. I appreciate it. Mr. Scott Granger, how you doing, sir? He says, hi, good evening, everybody. Dave Newland's in here. Guess what? We got Roland CNS, and he says, everybody's a bum. Just kidding. That ain't what he said, but, we just got to mess with the guy because he's, Mr. Trainhorn himself. Yep. Then we got Scott. Hello, Miss Cheryl Polar. How are you tonight? Good to see you in here. Who else we got? We got quite a few. Man, there's so many comments. I'm trying to run through. Mike Gravy, Gravery. How you doing tonight, sir? Good to see you in here. Man, it's flooding in with all the comments, and I ain't even gotten to half of it. Let's see. Michael says I got to get my contact lens tweaked a little bit more. Yes, sir. As soon as you get them tweaked, I know you can have that 20/20 Eagle Vision. You'll be able to hit the road. I'm praying for you, brother. Glad you're doing. Says I'm freezing. On which one am I freezing up on? I do see it's showing my signal a little weak, but everything should be good because I'm not skipping. I'm checking my pages now. It's getting a little fuzzy, but signal's good. Signal's good. All right. Thank you, guys. Carla Williams. Hey, we got Justin Williams in here. Justin says, hi, Carla. Carla says, hi, Justin. I'm waiting for him to say, what you doing, Justin? What you doing, Carla? Why are you smiling like that? I see. Never mind. You just keep on playing in the background back there, Mr. Justin. Good to see you here tonight, sir. Scott says, Charles Bundy, if a driver keeps a truck looking nice and clean, DOT will leave it alone. I don't know. They might. Or is it that how much money you got in your pocket that they'll leave you alone? Because that little green box, that little box that got a red and green light switch in it. Hey, I don't know. I'm just guessing because I don't play with those red and green boxes. I don't. But, how you know someone ain't paying to let that pass? Hey, we'll get you through this state. Or, hey, we'll take care of that. Let's see what Michael says. Michael says, my cousin between both of us drivers. Me, my cousin between both of us drivers. All right. Got you, sir. Justin, will you quit? My dear Carla. Better not do that. She might start blushing, laughing, making fun of me because I'm going, oh, dear Carla. I'm just waiting for her to say, oh, Justin, honey, poo-poo. Yeah, I'm just playing, Carla, just playing. My buddy Justin. I'm good, healing slow, but getting better. Yes, we know you twisted your knee. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Mr. Daryl Martin, good to see you, sir. Glad to see you come to stop in and see what the aggravation is we got here. I'm glad you stopped in, sir. I really am. All right. Scott Granger says, once again, because he's full of words, he's full of it tonight. Hey, someone doing Rainbow Warrior for him, or is it, I think it's his wife typing for him, because I know that man can't type that fast. It's all about the numbers on the side of your truck. And if the numbers are high, they will mess with you. Justin, really? Really? So you're just getting old? Really? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Really? You see what I got to deal with? You just look. Yeah, he didn't think you'd go be on there laughing. Yeah, see, this is what I got to deal with. People, really? I deal with this all day long. Michael says truth. If trucks get clean and nice, less DOT inspections experience. That could be true. That could be true. And I'm not saying it ain't. I'm not saying if you keep a clean truck, you make sure it's well maintained, that when they do see it, they actually see everything that's supposed to be working, is working, got grease on it. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying it ain't going to happen. I'm just saying there's things that can be shady, that can be iffy, you know? I mean, how many of you drivers out there are running around? Have you checked your cab inspection? Or is your truck out of date? What about your trailer? Is your trailer out of date? Because I know somebody's got a trailer that's out of date, or actually did have a trailer that was out of date by 5 years. Come on. Are you guys actually keeping up with the inspections and stuff on your trucks? Or are you all just letting it, oh, I need a job, I'm just letting it go? Miss Carla, I know you were in there. You can pop back up. I'll put you and Justin side by side so you all can talk to each other in your little love notes on the messenger. Justin, don't be laughing. Don't be laughing. I told you, don't be. Yeah, I seen you trying to hold it in. You can't do that. Yeah, there it went. Gotcha. He tried. Daryl Martin, healing from an emergency surgery. Ooh, brother, what'd you do, man? Hey, don't you know, sitting out there running around at 100 mile an hour behind a walk-behind mower, you can't do that no more. You just can't. What is that? And Charles, I can type fast. Now, if you can get your automatic to go even faster, you'd be even making somewhere in some type of distance, sir. Just saying. No, I am not old, not that old. I know you ain't. That's why I'm only messing with you. Michael says, not doing pre-trips, period. If they are that far out of inspections. Yes. But why? All right, now here's my question, Michael. If you're doing pre-trips, let's say you do the pre-trip, you turn it in. Are they fixing it? Or are they going, nah, man, it's good. We'll have it in the mail. Just as soon as you hit the road, we'll have it. We'll fax you a copy of it. And then let's say, hey, I'm telling you, I've seen some shady companies. I've actually seen one actually wipe the numbers out and write in another number on a good fax copy of a trailer inspection, and then send it to the driver and say, "Hey, you're good," and then turn around and get burned when they got pulled in. Come to find out that wasn't for that inspection, wasn't for that trailer. Never even happened. So they got the driver for falsifying, and they said the driver was falsifying the inspection, and it had nothing to do with the driver. I've seen that happen too. I've seen them get burned. Put your glasses. Oh, you can see better. Haha. You're funny. Really? Hold on, Scott. Here. Better yet, Scott, here. I'll give you a nub clap just to make you feel better. I don't want to leave you out. Do that again, Justin. I want to pop you in when you do that. Oh, yeah. All right. So Michael says, just will not put it. Just will not pull it. Why? I have been through so many trucking jobs. You know, and this is what the whole question comes down. You've been through many trucking jobs. Is it the companies? Because if you're a good driver, which half of us know that most of us are really good drivers, we take care of and go through our stuff like we're supposed to. Is it the drivers or is it the companies? Let me get back to Mr. Daryl Martin's comment. Med's taking over. Take care, y'all. All right, Daryl, you take care of yourself. I'm sorry you had to have surgery. I hope you get better. You're in my prayers. Just take it easy, man. All right. Now, let's get down to here what we were here for. I have a special guest in the background. You've already seen it pop in once or twice. It's kind of special. The only thing is he's special ed, but hey, we still like him. We keep him around. And then I have another special guest. My special guest tonight is going to be, would you like to do that gesture again? That's what I figured. I will say, well, hello, lady. How are you? Can you not hear me? Uh-oh. I don't think we can hear her. Check your audio, dear. Yep. All righty. Let me check with him real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going to call her and see if I can't get her through
What's going on? Yeah, because something's not right. If you could help her out, appreciate it.
Well, I'll shoot her a text and have her call me right quick.
All right. I'm popping you out for a minute. There you go. Well, our special guest tonight is this wonderful driver that has an incredible record and keeps a hell of a record and has done a lot of accomplishments in their life of driving, teaching, safety. There's a lot of things that this person has done. And this person's got a story to tell. And, you know, it's kind of messed up on how some people can be treated this way in trucking. And it kind of breaks my heart on how things can be done. I know it's out there, but why does it have to be to the good drivers? So I'm going to play a quick video and then I'll bring this person on. Give me a second. Here we go. There it is.
I was born in the rain on a Ponce train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane.
And as you know, well, good evening, Miss V. How are you doing?
How are you? How are you, Lefty? I appreciate you. I am doing well. Thank you for asking.
I'm doing good. I know you're doing better than what you've been doing. Would you like to go into explaining what's been going on for the last, I don't know if you want to do the last 17 days or the last 5 days?
We'll do a quick brief because every day I did videos from the first day that I became what I call a driver. I was not an owner operator. My truck broke down. My truck had issues. I had to go to work and make some money to fix it. And I was fed to the wolves and I was saved by the grace of God. And I cannot brag or boast about who saved me or who played a part in it, but you were a part of that, and two other angels were a part of that. And I want to say thank you to you, your hospitality, your mother's hospitality. I'm sure everybody knows that I am at Mr. Bundy's house. He did come to pick me up. I'm in Tennessee. Um, I had a hell of an ordeal. From the first day, I was given smoke and mirrors. My trailer was out of date with an inspection for 4 years. It did have a water leak in the roof. I was given equipment that you thought all the bells and the whistles and the sound of a super tune. I'm super tuned. I'm super educated. I take this right here for real. This is all I got. This is all I want in my life. A CDL. I want to drive a truck. I'm a day driver. I don't change my story. I'm a day driver. I will do 1 to 3 inches of snow. I want 1 weekend off a month at home so I can go see Peanut. That is my story. That's who Trucking with V is. I do not have boss, bitch, dyke, diva, queen. I am Trucking with V, and safety is what I'm about and teaching. And I was thrown in the worst situation. Truck out of inspection, had sat a year, blowed a rod. I drifted down a Mount Eagle, 11 miles, no power steering, throwed a rod on the side of the road, waited 16 hours for somebody to pick me up. Yes, they came and got me, gave me another truck that was loaded with piss bottles and trash. Thank you, Frank G. You know, you threw me to the wolves. I did call his name out and don't mind. You're full of shit. You're scandalous. You put me in harm's way. I'm a full-grown woman. I have pictures of outdated trailer inspections, no insurance, no cab card. Oh, yeah, we'll get it right to you. No, I need it now. Oh, everything's good. Just deliver the load. You know, I'm blowing, you know, it's unbelievable what drivers are going through. And I'm a good driver. I'm not a drunk in your truck. I can pass a drug test. I'm educated. I got a 501c3 and a 501c7. I'm going to chalk it up as God gave me my next research project. I hope somebody, you know, I am looking for another job. Hey, Dave, how are you, baby? I miss you being around. I see Dave Newland's comment. I'm here for your questions because I hope you watched my videos of the last 17 days. I would like to bring Day in so I can start my evening with a prayer because I can't do it without Day.
You see the comment?
There's my girl. Hey, V. Hey, how you doing, baby doll? We're still on for the calendar. Nothing has changed in my world. I will put that order in as planned October 5th. Please email your pictures to me at truckinwithv2020@gmail.com. Email is a legal document. All I need are your pictures. There's 12 wonderful bosses built on self-success. I need your pictures. I appreciate you, Lefty. You're the best.
You're welcome.
Trucking with V is a true, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Born, bred, raised, Gretna, Louisiana,
And
Jefferson Parish.
as he says,
Yeah.
Trucking McGee is a true Cajun, and I know she will give you her last dollar, and I know she does not play games. You don't play games, like you said, in this whole deal, and you mentioned Frank G. Now, Frank G is the man's truck you were driving, right? from what
Yes.
you're saying. All right.
Yes.
And so I'm guessing Frank G's a company owner. And
Yes.
I think I've also seen him doing some brokerage stuff too. So that means he's also a broker too. And I'm
His
just
hands are in so much. It's almost
but,
unbelievable.
but
That's business.
what I'm saying is I know the reason why I did this was because I know I seen the videos and I was trying to figure out what's going on because Miss V wasn't on doing her normal shows. Miss V wasn't talking safety. Miss V was mad and upset and having to deal with this kind of situation. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Miss V. And then when I call
Yeah.
you, and then you break down and tell me everything that's going on and how bad this is messed up. And you said you were going to take your truck and turn it in and be done with it because you needed a ride out there because you didn't even think they would even give you a ride out or even take care of what they were supposed to take care of for you. So I left work
I was only
midday.
paid because I showed my ass. I was only paid because of who I am. I was fed smoke and mirrors. Oh, she's super tuned. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not chicken lights and chrome. My story is I am ink and miles. I'm
Yeah,
a day driver. I
really.
do driver profiles. We need a data bank. Drivers need to know their responsibilities. They're not being taught. They don't even know how to pre-trip.
Well, well,
There's
that might be the thing, but it looks like companies ain't taking care of the driver and teaching them. Do we
no.
have to start a program to show these companies what they're doing wrong? Because
They already know what they're doing
what
wrong.
I'm saying, where new drivers and old drivers are coming in, we're thinking it's the driver, and is it really the company that's really screwing them and telling them, hey, just keep driving it, everything's good. And these new drivers don't know about double checking the cab card and the trailer inspection and making sure everything works on that truck like it's supposed to. And then the driver gets stuck and they go, oh, yeah, you're good. You can keep driving.
You're absolutely right.
Because we've had him bullshit. That could be it right there. Is that what we're saying? It's a mix. It's more some of these companies and some of these drivers because they're young enough. They don't understand. They don't learn in school because they're not teaching them like they used to, like they did us. But then you got companies taking advantage of it. Hey, man, I can make you an owner operator and put you in this truck. Look, it's got chrome. It goes fast. It does this. But then you get screwed because the truck's out of date, not DOT inspected. You're out of problems. They don't know this because only thing they know is they were taught to get in that truck and drive. That's it. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're coming down to?
We're sold the delusion of trucking. We're sold a pipe dream. We're sold it's tweaked and peaked and got mag wheels and super tuned and my truck had 2 truck numbers on it. You know, things that are happening in trucking that have to be hey Mike Garvey, how are you doing? I hope FedEx is treating you well and you're resting and your family is good, baby.
Mike Garvey says, my prayers are with you, Miss V. I appreciate all you do.
Yeah, I am, and I'm a rough character. I am a rough character. Just as you see me here is how I will treat you when I meet you. I don't wear 2 faces, but we are being told the delusion of trucking. You can fill my head with anything. My first 100 miles in your truck are going to tell me everything I need to know because I am listening. I am driving it. I feel it. The terrain, the vibration, the humming, you know. And if you don't know what to look for, you're obsolete. But if you do know what to look for within a period of time, you're feeling, I've been sold some bullshit. Why do I feel bad for what happened? I'm gonna tell you why. I was taken advantage of. Oh well. Oh, she. I don't know what you think about me. Oh, she'll love this truck. I probably would have loved that truck if it was in safer condition, if it was meeting requirements that I preach about. But if you sell me a delusion or a pipe dream, the problem already began.
Well, Cheryl
Yes,
Paula
I
asked
am.
you a question. She's saying,
Baby doll, we're not going through this. I am talking about Frank G. Yes, we're not going through this. Yes, I was sold the delusion of trucking. Yes, I drove Frank G's truck with 6 piss bottles in it, with a dirty ass moldy refrigerator. I
hold on.
slept in a
I think,
driver's seat for 3 damn days. You don't.
I think,
Yes, I am
I
talking
think you
about
sent
the
me some.
Frank G.
I
Yes.
think, I think you're talking that right there, right?
Yeah, there's a whole 2-minute video. You know, the piss is so old in the damn windowsill, the piss turned brown. I wasn't touching it. Yes. Now, did the man call me and say, hey, Vicky, we're in an emergency situation? You know, Ricky Davis's truck broke down and we're bringing you my truck and I got my personal things in it? Yes, he did tell me that. He didn't tell me nothing about piss bottles, the bed being made, coat, dirty clothes on the floor, 3 bags of trash. I lived it. Go back and watch the videos. Yes, we are talking about Frank G, Mr. G.
Well,
Frank
her
G.
next one
Yes.
is girl, I told you not to go to him. Damn it, girl. She's feeling bad for you.
Hey, Cheryl Power, baby doll, I'm my own woman, baby. I can tell a new driver all day long about safety, inspection, DOT, keep your CDL clean, the Smith system. Who the fuck listens to me? And my story's been the same for what I've been on Facebook now 1 whole year tomorrow. A
Wow.
year ago, I sat on a show and I said, we do too much of this and not enough of this. And
You know what?
at the end of my journey on Facebook, people that I don't even know, God bless their soul. If it wasn't for who I am and the way I performed in the last week, I would have never got paid.
Jeez.
I'd have
You know,
never.
and it really does suck.
How
And
many drivers out here?
Like Scott Granger says, just leave this one to God. He will take care of them.
Yes.
Roger
And
McKay,
he will. And
Roger McKay, or Roger McDuck, says that damn scam of trucking. I hate the misleading and dishonesty. And he's right.
yes, and you're absolutely right, Roger
And
McKay. You're absolutely right.
yep. And
Yes.
Philip Kirby says facts for sure. Facts for sure.
It's all documented. I have pictures.
Good
You
morning.
know,
Good evening, Philip Kirby.
out of date trailer. I could not move my tandems for the whole time I had 9604. You know, you can't move your tandems. You're going to get loads. A gentleman said, oh, it's just, I took a hammer, beat it, everything. The spring was, I don't know. I want it to be over with.
All right.
I'm a day driver. I want 1 weekend a month at home. I'll give you all I got. I'll do 1 to 3 inches of snow. There's 48 states out here. I don't need to do them all no more. I've seen each state 5 times with a man that would have never led me down the dirt road that I just got off of in trucking. May he rest in peace. But
since we're on this subject, I actually have another guest that popped in and actually is kind of new to this. and jumping into this arena. And I don't. Let's get his opinion on it. I'm gonna bring in Mr. Dennis Hicks and Mr. Roger McDuck. How you gentlemen doing this evening?
How are you?
What's up, Mr. Roger McDuck?
Just doing my thing, tying up some loose ends and making some positive changes, and hopefully I'll be out there real quick, man.
There you go.
So you're making your advances into the trucking industry. You got a truck, from what I understand now. You have a truck. You've been doing what you need to do with it and getting it ready, and and you got a few other things. How would you handle something like this if someone come up to you as you being a new company, just saying you already had a couple trucks? How would you handle something like this? I mean, would this be something that would keep your eye out for, that you wouldn't want this kind of?
Yeah, truth be told, most people know my history. I own a plumbing company. I've been in the plumbing industry for 35 years now. I'm changing careers, but these two trades are very, very similar. It's just different faces, different names, but it's very, very similar. When I was working for other people, and I always went into my interview, and I would interview them as well, to figure out if I was a good fit for that company. Well, typically within a week, I could start smelling bullshit. And when I do, I cut my losses immediately and find something else where somebody will respect me and follow through with what I wanted them to do, what they promised me they would do.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you had to go through what you did, I'm sorry. I've worked for guys in the past that were just as horrible, and nobody should have to go through that, especially someone who all they want to do is make an honest living and be good to other people and just thrive in life. That's the bottom line. Especially you. I mean, you carry such a positive message, and you just have a beautiful soul about you. I'm angry and just disheartened that somebody would take advantage of a good person, So
I appreciate that, and I love that you were a plumber. I have a son that just prime time plumbing, Charlotte, North Carolina. Dion Murray, my youngest son. I am so proud of you. I know the plumbing experience. I know how many index cards I wrote and his wife wrote for him to pass that exam, and he is a LLC S corporated. I appreciate you, your driving, your plumbing, your friendship. Quack quack, buddy.
I appreciate that.
See, and this is something you got to look out for, because some of these are brokers too. Let me, before I finish that comment, Michael says my default was one quote a few years ago that was that way still owes me a bike and a paycheck. See, and that was a few years ago. He's got one that owes him money. This is for Mrs. V. What an effing idiot. He has an advocate in a truck, and you still do shit like this.
Baby doll, you will always be my mentor.
I'm glad you called this out. No, she's telling you she's glad she called it, because Sharma Moore went through this too, with another company. And she's glad.
And thank God Bonnie, my friend Bonnie, had enough sense to go. I have never met Bonnie, but they tried to pull Bonnie in it. And me and Bonnie was talking about the FLDs And thank God Bonnie stayed where she was at, because I was just in the middle of my crises. And now they're targeting women. Now, I'm going to say I'm not stepping on women's toes, but I have told women, keep your clothes on, keep your shoes on, get out of them spandexes, stop with the ponytails, the fingernails, and the eyelashes, because they're targeting women now with the delusion of
Trucking.
um, it's super tune. It's got mag wheels. It's got this. It's got that. That's not what interests me. What interests me is safety. We gotta be safe. We're hurting each other. The unity is coming together. The unity is coming together. How do strangers, Vicky, I'm gonna get you home, and I never met you. I don't. I had $8.13 in the bank because of who I am. I went 3 weeks with no check. Could I have called my children? Yes. My children are so disgusted with me and trucking right now. Mom, just come home. And I'm still like, no, I'm at a critical point of my research, and it's my last year of my research, and I can't do it, and I got to give it one more year. And no, I can't do it. And my kids are like, we're done. We're done with Amtrak tickets, getting you home, coming to pick you up. You're on your own, mama. And my trucking community picked me up this time, and I was the damsel in distress. I was flat on my face. And you were a part of it, Charles Bundy, and a few other ones. But them two angels that called me and said, I'm going to get you home, got me, and you came and got me, and I'm still here sitting on your front porch because I would not come in there and sit with you and do a show. I said, StreamYard me in. I love you. I love each and every one of you. But they're targeting women now because we got the ego. We don't got the backbone. I stand on the backs of giants. Duck, Scott Granger, Dennis Hicks. I went to Justin's the truck stop, Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah,
Tony Justin.
yeah, and I was like, and I listened to his music, and Baby Doll has always been there. Vicky, it'll suck you up and spit you out. I know now, but I gotta get it now to women. Don't let them sell you the twerks and the perks. Be you. And be you in a way that you educate yourself and you're guarded and your clothes are on, because it's not about ponytail, fingernails, and eyelashes. And they're selling. What? Who's that?
Go ahead. Keep speaking with Justin Williams.
I don't. I know when to shut up. Go ahead. I'm out beat right now.
No, you're fine,
Hey,
V.
can I
Go
say
ahead.
something?
Keep going. Keep
Go
going.
ahead.
You're good.
And
Go
I'm
ahead.
learning about.
Hold up.
I just want to say this, just one word of encouragement. And I mentioned this to earlier when me and Dennis were talking. Today's job is only preparing you for your next job. Though you had a negative experience from this job, and it was a horrible experience,
Yeah.
it enabled you to do push-ups to get you stronger for your next experience. Because this next experience you're going to go into with the knowledge of what you will and will not accept, and you're going to thrive. I have this great feeling that this next experience that you have at your next job, you're going to be very, very grateful that you're at that job.
Yes. I appreciate that. I really do.
Just stay strong. Sorry, Justin. What's up, buddy?
So as I wanted to say before Justin starts becoming the class clown of the show like he normally does, but like I said, now you're coming into this, you're going to have to start dealing with brokers, and they're going to try to start sending you the advocates of these brokers to try to get you Hey, man, I can get you the best deal. I can give you the best price. I can take care of you. That's what's on the other end of that she just got done dealing with.
I get
He
about
plays
25 of those
both
phone
sides,
calls a day.
and he plays both sides of the fence because he does a class or a program on how bad brokers are, but he's a broker. But these company owners are the ones taking care of their drivers. But what I've seen, what I've seen in the
Children,
video,
I'm sorry.
Right.
Take me out, baby. The children are coming to see me from next door. They
All right.
want to see Mom.
Well, Miss V, I am glad you gave me
I'll
the
be
call.
here. They just want to see Monkey, baby.
Well, they come and see Monkey because Monkey had to make a special visit. But like I said, if it wasn't for me getting a phone call, and I'll say it, Scott Granger, I gave him a call. Then he called me back. We ended up arranging it and working it. I was at work. I left work at 12 o'clock, went and grabbed a rental car. She was 4 hours and 4 hours and 15 minutes. I made it to her in 3 hours from Bristol, Tennessee to Eloy, Kentucky, and grabbed her and got her back here safely. So hopefully the new adventure that may happen, may not happen. We're still up in the air. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do because this stuff is going on. But, this is where the brotherhood of trucking, this is what I've been talking about. This is what people want to hear to come back, is the brotherhood of trucking. Guess what? That is the brotherhood. We come and rescue a driver from a situation that they 50 miles out from the nearest town, no one around, no phone service. When I got within 15 miles of it, no phone service, none. Didn't even have a phone service. I mean, I was lucky the GPS was still working, but there was no phone service. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what people want. They want that brotherhood. Hey, man, that's why I said, can you pick up a phone and you know who's going to come and get you? Because that brotherhood of trucking is right here. Just like if Dennis broke down, if he was within a 5 to 6 hour limit to me, I mean, I do have a certain limit, but if he broke down within 5 hours from me, hey man, I am stuck here. I can't go nowhere. I ain't got nothing. I'm broke. Hey brother, I'll be there. Just give me a few hours. I'll be there.
Is that 5 or 6 hours drive time, normal drive time, or Charles drive time?
Hang on, I can weigh on this. I think 5 or 6 hours is just a little too far. I would say probably about an hour,
About an hour? Really?
Justin, you're looking a little blue.
Oh, my bad. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah, he looks a little blue. The little boy that could blow.
That's more the case.
That's a whole nother show.
Right.
But as Cheryl Pollard sat there, and I want to get her comments out here because she has a lot of stuff that she does got going on. She's over there with the Witch's Brew, which I do watch, Cheryl. I don't get on there and comment, but I do watch it. And when I get a chance, when I do, I go back and watch the replay the next day if I ain't able to watch it that night. Damn, I'm sorry I missed this. I have been so busy with other things. Thank you for getting her safe. You're welcome, Cheryl. And anybody else, I really would. I would do it for any of the drivers. And it's not like this ain't the first time I've had to go and help someone get rescued because they didn't have a ride or they didn't have the money for a ride. I mean, I look at it this way. If something happened to me and I ended up that way, I would want someone to come and rescue me if I made the phone call.
Right.
You
I'm
know?
going to steal the phone for a second.
Oh, my God, the screen just broke.
I know, it broke. It broke, didn't it? All right, so this is my opportunity to tout on Charles a little bit.
Oh, hell. What'd you say? Mute your mic?
Nope.
Yeah,
no.
mute it.
You're gonna want to let this one go through.
All right.
During the time that I have known Charles, which is respectively just a tiny bit over a year.
Yeah.
I have watched him help countless people. Some people deserved it. Some people ended up in the future realizing that they were undeserving. But I have absolutely never seen you not be willing to run for somebody in the industry, somebody you've gained a friendship with, family. You know, Justin has been in your home. I've been in your home. Other people yet to mention have also been in your home.
Yeah. Calling now, Miss V.
You know, you've been there and you've helped many people in many different ways. And the one thing that I can say, and I can honestly say that knowing you is a privilege. You are a very selfless, kind-hearted, and hardworking individual. And I feel in my heart that I'm lucky to know you, because there's not many people like you. And with all the millions of people and stuff and all the millions of ways that you can bump into people, I end up gaining a absolutely superb friend from halfway across the country.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you. Not because you're doing anything special, just because you're being yourself. And I'm proud and I feel privileged that, you know, we're friends. We're brothers. Yeah. I've been adopted by your mom.
Is he cutting out on your end too?
Say what?
All right. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit there, Dennis. All right. Yeah, you're starting to get a little better.
Nothing like bad cell phone signal to ruin the moment.
Especially when it's a special moment, you know. I mean, he's actually letting his feelings out. I mean, what's you know. I mean, and that you know.
God, can you screenshot that?
Now there you go. Now you're getting better signal. Now we can actually see your facial movements. Now go ahead and speak.
Maybe I'm better off with y'all being blind.
Nope, there he is. Now we can hear him good without it being choppy.
No, but, okay. No, I just you know, very rarely do I get to run across some of the people that I've run across in the last year. I've met some that I felt were really good and they ended up being really bad, but there are also some that I've run into that were good right from the start and still are this way today. Justin, Scott, you, Carla, Mama, Roger. I mean, you know, there's several people that I have met that I otherwise, without the whole internet thing, I would have never met any of y'all, in all actuality.
No, you probably wouldn't.
And
but I do want to say, I really do appreciate y'all's friendship because what you said has a lot of meaning, and it really does define and show my character, how I am to other people and drivers in this industry, because my passion is, and the way I was taught by my mama in there is, no matter what happens, you still treat the next person the same way you'd want to be treated. And there's been some issues. I've had some people come in that deserved it. like you, Justin. I ain't had Kelly here. I've had Miss V here. Miss V can tell you. Me and Mama, we go back and forth. She thinks we're fighting, but we're actually not because we actually nitpick at each other. We really do. She told me today, she goes, "You two are like twins." But you know, when you live with Mama and you deal with Mama and you know Mama, you'll understand. It's just that type of situation. But it means a lot that I actually have friends out here like Michael, Philip Kirby, you, Justin, Scott Granger, even Dave Newland. I got Day Collably, Trucking with V. You guys have actually showed me what friends stand for and what it is to be a friend. I already knew what it was to have friends, but you guys actually showed me what real true friends do. Hey man, you okay? You all right? I'm just checking in on you. Okay. I hope to hear from you in a day or two. All right. Hey, how's Mama doing? Mama doing okay? You know, you talked to Mama for almost an hour today. You know, Mama sat there and she'd gone off. She bought her a chair. Now she's claiming that to be her new bed. But we won't go there.
StreamYard's slipping, Charles.
Yeah, I know. I see it. Yeah, it's because of the signal.
You went computer.
Did I?
Yeah, you went digital.
Am I?
He's good on my end. You're good on my end, Charles.
All right. But like I said, you know, that takes an awful lot to come out from, you know, people that I've only met for a year to come out and actually say something, or, and just in case, be as goofy, but being honest. He might make jokes. He might crack you up. Justin's like a big kid. And that's exactly what he is. He's a big kid being a truck driver. Hold on, don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Okay.
Do you want me to go back and play the video from over there? What used to be the Iron Skillet? I mean, we sat there for an hour goofing off. I mean, really? Yeah. I still got that video too. But yeah, I mean, this is where it comes full circle with the brotherhood, because I got to meet every one of y'all. I have every one of y'all's is 6 if you need it. And if you, like I said, if you break down, you need help, you need someone. Like Miss V, she picked up the phone. She only had $8 in her pocket, $8 to her name, and made a phone call. Hey, I'm going to return this trailer and I'm going to do a live because I don't know how this is going to turn out. Don't worry about it, Miss V. Let me know what the address is. Okay. I'll send it to you in a text. 3 hours later, I'm sitting there looking at her. No.
I want to say something real quick. Justin, deal's off.
No.
Deal's off. That's all I got to say about that.
Damn, Justin, what kind of deal y'all making back there in the background?
I don't know what that deal was, but yes, it's off.
Oh. I don't know where that happened there, but I am not getting involved in that. That's between y'all.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be solved in a phone call after the show.
Oh, it
maybe.
will.
So, as I need to get back over here to the messages real quick. Michael said stepped out and had to go find my wife some. All right. So he had to go take off for a minute. He come back with a comment, and this is his comment. And it says, always check in with my friends. Might be the one that calls every day, but still check up every now and then and again. And it's true. Check up on friends. I check up with Dennis. Dennis calls me. Hey, man, I ain't heard nothing from you in a few days. You okay? You all right? Justin calls me. Hey, you doing the show? About the only time he calls me. No, it's a lie. No, Justin does call me. He does call me. He goes, hey, what are you doing? Driving. He goes, oh, being lazy again, huh? But yeah, but that's Justin's way of saying, hey, I'm just checking up on you. He likes to joke around and kid. Uh-oh. What is this popping up? Oh, look at there. We got a monkey popping in. Look, it's Mr. Monkey from the Monkey Murray
Dennis,
Show.
is that your twin?
Is that whose twin?
Is that your twin?
No, can't be my twin. The ears are too small.
Oh, they're about right.
I am going to text you tomorrow. Since you're talking about the true brotherhood and sister, I need to share with you what had me busy with. All right. Not a problem, Cheryl. I will definitely. Hold on before you go away, Miss V. The Queen is speaking because I guess she must have knocked Scott out and put him to bed. Miss Karen said she slept in the driver's seat because it had someone else's stuff in the truck and she only had an overnight bag. Yeah.
I love you, Miss Karen. Thank you for everything.
Yep. If it wasn't for Miss Karen and Mr. Scott and me talking to Scott and me being big hearted and saying, hey, I gotta go take care of something. That woman right there, would probably still be stranded out there in the middle of nowhere, trying to sleep in a cab of a truck and still waiting on someone to come and get her. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support, your prayers. My research with Facebook is over. I have met some good and wonderful people, but my next job will be quiet. It is going to be very professional. I have an offer that I am going to jump on. It might take me a couple days to get to. I am doing much better. I feel better. Charles, thank you for your hospitality. Dennis, you hit the nail on the head. Very selfless friendship right there. Driver unity. I love what you're doing, and I love being a part of everything that all of you are doing on a positive level. I am going to say thank you. Common sense, safe miles, and good health. And God has blessed me with all that. And now good friends, good driver friends. It is a driver appreciation week. I'd like to thank you all for what you sacrifice, what you give. Charles, the kids have made Monkey a fire next door, and I'm going over there, baby.
Yes, you can go over there and enjoy that. And Monkey actually have his first bonfire with kids.
Yes, I will do a little video, but they're all standing here by your truck and like, come on. And they gave me a note of their names. So, because Monkey's going to talk to them later on tonight. So, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for going through this with me. I'm not the strongest one out here. And I stand on the backs of giants, and this is still a man-dominated field. I am taught every day, and I love each and every one of you.
Hold on before you go. Scott says, Miss V, it was our pleasure, girl. Anytime.
You brought it up, Scott and Karen Granger. So grateful for what you did for me, monetarily, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You got me through. Charles got me through spiritual. I'm sitting on his front porch, and the next door neighbors the kids are going crazy. Charles, I gotta go, baby. I love all of you. Thank you, baby. I'm coming.
Bye,
before
dear.
you cut off. Well, never mind.
She
All right,
done jumped. Hold on.
On Justin's behalf to Miss V, he would like to thank you for including him in the man's world.
Thank you. I include all of y'all, especially if I said I had a circle. I really want a triangle, but it really turned into a heart and unity. I love each and every one of you. I'm coming, Mason. Mason's having a fit. Gotta go.
Bye, Miss B.
Bye, baby.
That woman is
All
a
right,
sweetheart.
Justin, we're even.
Oh, we ain't even started, Bubba.
Oh no, but that one we're even.
Jeez, now it's cut up hour. All right, hold on. Let me get back up here
Hang
and
on,
read
Charles,
some of these real quick.
Before
Hold on.
we go any further, I want you to look at your phone and either say yes or no.
Look at my phone. Did you send me a message or something?
Yeah, on Messenger. I sent you two of
All
them.
right. I was in the middle of watching the show, so making sure
okay,
everything
my
was
bad.
working. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But
We'll
I
talk
can
about
tell
that
you,
after the show.
just give me a phone call on that. Yeah, just give me a phone call on that. 'Cause that don't need to be discussed on here right now. Let's see. Let's go back up to this message here from Michael. It says, been there. My cousin had my back, bought me supper and ran home with me for 8 hours on our home 20. So, I mean, you got family that will help you out. And the whole thing is, don't have a dime in my pocket. No thanks to my account guy I was pulling for. See, and then this is where it comes back into, because not only is that guy, from what I'm understanding, not only is he an owner of a truck or a couple trucks, but he's also a broker. Sorry. But from what I understand, he's also doing a broker shop and talking about how bad brokers are. But he's doing a broker, but from what I was told, he also run into a factoring company. Why would you run to a factoring company if you have as many structures as I seen? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because the thing is that you can have 50 million trucks, but if you don't have any money management skills of your own, or you're trying to run your business, don't get me wrong, I absolutely hate the e-log system.
Mm-hmm.
Only because any of the common sense and what some people like to call outlaw, there's a lot of things within what they call outlaw that is just plain common sense.
Yeah.
And when we got forced to go from paper to e-logs, the average owner operator lost nearly an average of 30% of their income per year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether that be gross profit, net profit, I would tend to say probably gross profit. But still, 30% is 30%. I mean, it's you're already getting screwed by Uncle Sam. You're already getting screwed by the brokers. You're already getting screwed
but like you're saying, but if you own trucks and you're a broker or being a broker, then how are you becoming lack of being able to have the money to maintain and maintenance your trucks? What are you doing with your money? Which means you're mismanaging your money because you're not taking care of your trucks, but you're trying to run a trucking company, but you're also trying to be a broker. But you see what I'm saying? It's like a catch-22. Hey, I'm a broker, but I can show you how to make all this money. But then, if you are, then why ain't you making that money
This guy just runs shit equipment.
and put it back in your trucks?
FLDs that are half busted up.
Well,
Well,
the FLDs that he's running are 90s,
well, he's
and even
buying
some of
them.
that are even older.
He's buying them for pennies on the dollar. They are virtually barely running.
Oh no!
And
Oh no! They're getting them. They're pulling the motors out, and they're super tuning these motors. I
Well,
mean,
See, that's the problem right
and it's
there.
super, and it's super tuning them.
That
And then they're putting drivers in it and say, "Hey, man, you can run with it."
that's
And
the
they
problem
do.
right there.
okay, but the thing is that anytime that you force an engine to go beyond its normal capabilities, you are running the risk for extra wear and tear. All right, don't get me wrong. Do I like a truck that'll run balls to the wall? Absolutely. Do I like a truck that looks good? Absolutely. But it don't matter how damn pretty it is if it's sitting on the damn shoulder.
Yeah.
Chrome
Or
See,
ain't,
if
Chrome ain't
if
paying the bills.
go ahead, Justin.
if he's buying these trucks with these high miles on there and super tuning them,
Rebuilding
that's a
them from the
problem right there,
ground
right
up.
off the bat.
Rebuilding
Okay,
them
so
from the
they
ground
build
up.
them.
I
So
looked
he
in the
buys the truck, pulls a motor, basically does an out of frame, and then puts some bitch, a super kick tune in it.
yeah.
Okay, well, what does he expect? These trucks are going to be at a fucking drag week or what?
And that's what I'm thinking because I've actually seen on the side of the motor it said there and said no ASE certified mechanic. Do not touch. Do not touch. But they're pulling the motors out and having them in the shop, and they got guys rebuilding these things from the ground up and then putting them back in the truck. Motors are rebuilt. That motor that she was driving when it went down Mont Eagle and blew a rod out the side of it.
I tells you
So
your mechanics are doing a bang up job, ain't they?
Or it could
Not
tell
a bad
you
way to
that,
spend $30,000 too, ain't it?
or basically he's running some stock Eternals in that son of a bitch too, though.
Yeah. Or
Either way,
or they're
he is
rebuilding the
pushing.
motors and not doing them fully completed like they're supposed to, and
He's
just
pushing.
super tunes.
He's pushing a '90s block with whatever modifications he can to make them powerful. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a '90s block. I mean, you're talking about the average '90s block has got 1 point something million, if not 2 point something million miles. They're not going to handle the extra stress of a super pit.
Yeah. You want to read that, Justin?
Michael says the same one that owes me bike and check slept in driver's seat with windows down, heat cranked because injector line broke, wouldn't let me fix, had to run 800 miles with fuel coming through my firewall, had floor soaked from pedals back to my bunk, was a flat top FLD with a 425B cat model.
Yeah.
That
And see what I'm saying.
baby's been parked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have drove that.
Nope.
And see, like the one they gave her, sat for over a year. Why was it sitting for over a year? And if you'd ain't been going out there starting it up, making sure everything's sealed, she blew what? I think she said she blew 3 hoses out in Texas, blew another hose somewhere else, and then it throws a rod to the side of the motor when it hits coming down Mont Eagle. And it was using a half a gallon of oil a day. And she told him, I need to get into the shop and get this thing checked. There's something wrong. And still told her, I don't care. Run it. You'll be fine. And then 4 hours later, the rod goes through the side of the block.
See, that's a true fucking business owner right there.
Shitty because
I don't care what it's doing. I want that damn thing making money. Well, you dumb it ain't gonna make money if it's sitting on the side of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And you know
Well,
what?
that's just like his wife told her about the two drivers that lost their lives on the interstate. She told her point blank,
I
"Look,
went through
I'm
that.
sitting in the traffic. That's why I'm sitting there 4 hours. Two drivers lost their lives. She watched them literally put them in body bags. And
I
that
put,
woman actually told Truck and V, I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about that at all. Get my load delivered. I would have said, come get your trailer right here.
You know what? And I want to add
you-
something. Hold on.
but see, but
The one
hold on, but V is a dedicated truck driver. She will finish the job, and she does not hold out and leave a trailer or a truck sitting on the side of the road or a load.
She did the right
She
thing.
finished
Right
that
thing.
job. She unloaded that trailer and took that truck in.
She did the right
But
thing.
on
What I
that, yeah, where most of us would have sat there and said, "Screw you, and come and get your crap, come and get it." She finished it, and that's what you're supposed to do, because if you don't, they put it against your license and put it against you for abandonment under a load, which will screw you more than one
10
way
times
to
over.
get it done.
10 times over. But
Yeah.
the one thing I want to say is,
Go
all right,
ahead.
the company in question, unfortunately, happens to be from my home state. And I hope at some point in time that one or all of those individuals from that company eventually see this whole video. And I'll be the first one to tell you, you are from my home state, and it is an absolute regretful shame to admit that you're from my home state. Kentucky is full of hard-working, dedicated individuals and people with honor generally. And these people have completely discredited that entire line. I am truly embarrassed that these people are from my home state. I really am. What
You
you
know,
all,
that was more than one thing. You know that, right?
what you all do to people, whether it be male, female, it doesn't matter. What you do to people is absolutely pathetic, because I know damn well y'all, being from the country that you are from, tobacco, hay, cattle, corn, y'all weren't raised to be this pathetic an individual, and that's exactly what you are. I'll tell it to your face. I'll tell it to you on video. I don't care. Don't believe that I'm from your home.
And here's the thing: when I got out there, they're right in the middle.
I'm from Bullitt County.
200 acres. Hold on, 200 acres of tobacco farm they own.
Yeah, and they're probably taking kickbacks from the government to not grow tobacco. Tell me I'm wrong. I
Might
hope
be.
they see this video. I'm from Bullitt County, so y'all know where Bullitt County is. Y'all know where Shepherdsville, Mount Washington, Taylorsville, all that. Y'all know where that neck of woods is. And I'm speaking directly to the people who did the way that they did. Y'all are pathetic. And what you did is an absolute shame to the industry, as well as a shame to your person.
And this is the whole reason why we were doing the question and answers. Is this what new drivers have to look forward to as soon as they come out of school? Is this what they're looking at? Because they're giving them shiny little, here you go. Here's the shiny. Hold on. Here we are. We're wrapping it.
It don't matter how shiny it is if you can't get it to stay on the damn road.
But a new driver don't know that. New guy coming out of school and they hire him. He don't understand that. He thinks, well, all right, well, the truck's broke down. I see him breaking down all the time.
It looked like Kelly come over to visit for a second, and then I realized it was actually cute.
Wow. Wow. But hey, Scott, you were a company owner. You had what, 5 trucks? You ran.
You
You're a car hauler.
You got all your teeth.
Damn.
Scott, I love you, buddy. I love you.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
I love you. That was awesome.
But Scott, But like I said, you were a company owner. You had what, 5 car haulers?
Payback.
Would you do something like that?
Scott, he's asking you a question. Hot Rod.
Payback.
Does he have his hearing aids in?
Take a drink of Metamucil. Turn up the radio.
Where's his hearing aids at?
You owned
Can you hear me,
car
Scott?
haulers, correct?
Scott!
Y'all sound like
Scott!
robots. What?
Talk!
Hold on. Hold on. Let
They
me
sound like robots.
Damn it, Dustin. Damn it.
let
They
me,
were sounding like robots on mine.
let me put it in a language that he can understand.
What did he ask? No. Answer your question, Charles. No.
You had any problems from drivers?
Damn,
That's
y'all
right, go
freezing
closer
up on
to the
mine.
internet. Go back inside, closer to the internet. Put your hearing aids in.
Go back to the lazy boy. You do better there.
That's sad. Karen had to come out and tell him, say the word no.
He's coming out with his geriatricals, you know.
He's out on the porch in order for him to stay awake.
Better watch it. He's got the Tourette
Y'all
syndrome.
sound like robots by here.
He's got to combat the melatonin.
Hey,
It ain't
your Metamucil's not working. Your Metamucil's not working. And he up and gone.
The funny thing is Karen's probably in there listening.
Yeah, she's
Telling
listening and she can hear it, and she's trying to mouth it to him. And he's like, I can't hear you. You're all robots. You're robots.
Fact is, we got people that are good in this industry. We got
Look
people
at
that are bad in this industry.
Like a damn
it's,
chipmunk.
hey, look, it's Walter.
What did you say? That was Walker, Texas Ranger from 30 years ago?
No, Walter. Like.
Oh, yeah, Walter. Yeah. You mean the new Joe Biden? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
You have seen what he's done to his puppets, right? He turned Walter into Joe Biden. It's hilarious.
How does he lose signal?
I don't know, but he just lost everything.
Right?
He's at home where internet is good, but he loses signal.
You know why? Because you know what happened? They put it on his walker, and someone moved his walker. He's trying to figure out where it went to. It's on a remote control. What?
He's like, Karen, where's my Wi-Fi walker?
What's it say? Amber Waves harvesting in Montana and was running $5,000 a week between Canada and Colorado hauling hay, feed hay. Or hay
Not
feed.
bad.
No, that really ain't. And now Michael says he's laughing his ass off because we were making fun of Scott. That's the way that works. Oh, look. Hold on. Cross your fingers and pray. Hopefully the Geritol's working. Hey, you're back again. Are you working
He
now?
went back to his recliner. It should be okay now.
Ha, ha, ha.
See?
You can hear
Now,
us.
to answer your question, Charles,
Yeah.
would I run my trucks that way that I had? No.
No,
Something's
you-
wrong with it. Go straight to the shop with it. Get it fixed. Don't play. Get it fixed right then. Because all it's going to do is cause you more headache and more time down in the long run.
Yeah. But how many trucks did you have? You had, what, 5 car haulers, right?
No, I had 5 Peterbilts, 379s.
Yeah. But do you haul cars with those, or were they driving?
No. No, I was hauling chemicals.
All right. So you actually had to, well, you had to make sure they were maintained, hauling chemicals.
Right.
Well, at least we're getting one
If it
word
sprung, one of them sprung a leak, it went straight to the shop. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care where you at, go get it fixed.
Good. See, and this is the thing, because this is what slips by, and where I can understand where she's got the smoke and mirrors, because, hey, look at me over here. I'm doing a show, but then over here, just sticking it to the driver. Hey, man, just drive my truck. It's out of date. The tags are out of date. No insurance. The trailer ain't working. Hey, just run my stuff for me. Just get the load there when I tell you, I can't have it late. And that's what gives the industry a bad name, gives drivers a bad name, because if you do something and they can turn around and burn the driver, even though it ain't the driver's fault at all. But we know how some of these companies can do. They can play dirty and burn them. It's like Dennis, where Dennis didn't realize until just here recently, he just got burnt.
Yeah.
On his old truck.
Yeah, turns out there is a very, very big lawsuit and major impropriety investigation. It turns out that beautiful blue truck that I had last year turned out it had stolen VIN numbers on it.
Wow.
And it also turned out that the VIN lines up with a 2013, not a 2018. So I was sold a 2013 as a 2018, and the VIN numbers that were on it were a stolen VIN number. Now, I can say, now with that being said, the guy that I had been so upset about, as far as the company that I had worked for, originally I thought that he was 100% responsible for everything that was going on things that I was being screwed over on. I just learned in the last 7 days that he has actually been battling and in lawsuits against this guy because the guy he thought was reputable. It was an actual dealership in the Springfield, Missouri area who was literally shopping trucks together and selling them like they were newer than they were. And
damn, so, Justin, they caught you this time.
Huh. But no, so there's I was very, very upset with the company that I was with before Valley, and I made it very well known. Don't go to that company. That they'll screw you over, so on and so forth. I was very upset, and in hindsight, I was wrong. It turns out he got screwed over. I got screwed over secondary. But the other 18 drivers that were working for the same guy I was, they were all screwed by that exact same guy. So, I was very upset. And I'll tell you straight up, the company is Drive LLC. I was very upset, and I had told everybody that they left a bad taste in my mouth, and I really got screwed over by them. It turned out I did not get screwed over by them. He got screwed over thinking he was buying good, solid trucks. It turned out that the guy he was buying from was an extremely shady and shitty individual. So I was wrong about my opinion and my view of Drive, but I didn't find out until this past week.
What he's been going through.
Huh?
Of what he's been going through.
Yeah, he's been going through absolutely tremendous.
That's where I got a number.
He's been going through a tremendous amount of struggles and lawsuits and everything else. He really got raked over the coals. I blamed him, and I found out in the last week that he wasn't the one to blame. It was somebody before him. So I do feel bad for that. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I'm wrong more than I'm right, but at least I know that.
Yeah.
And I'm the type
At least
person
you
that
let me know that you
if
you
I
understood what was going
something
on.
wrong, if I do something wrong, I'll admit that I've done something wrong. If I've had a bad opinion and I acted on that opinion, and then I find out later I'm wrong, whether they ever hear me or not, I will still apologize for being wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I was raised, that's what a man does. A man admits when he's wrong. And it doesn't matter if anybody hears him or nobody hears him.
Yeah. Which is
And,
the way I was raised too.
right. So, you know.
Yeah. And I understand where you're coming from.
And
I mean, it's a bad deal that you had to go through that, and you were paying on a truck that wasn't even technically even your boss's.
Yeah. Well, and don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, I think it would have helped me understand a lot more if he was a sharing type individual. But I found out in the last week that he felt that because he allowed himself to be screwed over, he insisted on taking this on his own. So he didn't tell anybody what was going on until recently. But he's been fighting this battle basically since I got screwed over on my truck. Because that was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, it was.
And that was when he truly found out just how many trucks he was invested in that were not legitimate. And I think he would have been a lot better off. I think everybody would have been a lot more understanding if they would have, if he would have trusted us to let us know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would have taken a lot of stress off of him. I think it would also took a lot of stress off us, because one of the biggest things that I can't stand is not knowing. I can process anything if I know. But if I don't know, I can't process anything, and that's twice as frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, it is, because it really makes it rough. But I'm going to take a break real quick, and we're going to do this real quick and take a quick break. Let's see where we're going to go.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now?
I guess I'll be nice to you,
Okay.
man. Here. And we are back. Yes, Scott, we can hear you.
I got a question.
Good.
Go ahead.
Why are you going to tell Scott that you're going to do him a favor and then not show his truck?
I just had to get his goat. I just had to.
You wanted him
But
to
just for
branch
that, I guess I will do it.
I figured that'd
Oh,
only
you
be
got
fair.
the pictures. You got the pictures of the freshly polished one.
Yeah, I know. I got the pictures of it.
And now I beg to see you again just one more time. So I say, kiss for me, kiss for me, kiss for
And
me.
that guy did an awesome job.
I never seen anybody do the things you do before. Hey, say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, I make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hand, my deed, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. Are you just beg to see me dance just one more time? Ooh, I see you every time. And through my eyes, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Yeah, I know. I got the pictures. I just didn't upload them yet. I got a video I'm gonna do with that. So, and that was done out there in Arizona by who was it done by, Scott?
Flash polishing right behind Carl's Jr. on exit 203, right across the highway from the TA.
Eloy,
Did the whole truck in about 3 hours.
Yep. The man did an excellent job. His headache rack, and that is like spotless. I mean, it
I
was
was, je- I was
gorgeous.
very jealous of the headache rack because mine has 4 big gigantic patches on them, and I mean they're just. It don't matter how much polish you put on it, a turd's still going to be a turd.
Yeah.
I would say something, but I won't.
I don't know. Justin's being awfully quiet tonight.
Oh, I'm letting the elder talk before, I talk. So,
Oh yeah. Well, we
So-
gotta let him talk before he gets really
Well-
past his bedtime.
Charles,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not talking about you.
No, I'm
Hey,
talking about someone getting past their
Well-
bedtime.
Hey, everybody in this room except for him has pubic hair his age. So,
Damn.
with that being said, I'm
Yeah,
48
but
years
that
old.
being said,
I'm 48 years old and I have less receding hairline than you do, Jack.
oh,
Charles, can you opt him out? Fuck him.
no.
That's it. I'm calling Bosley.
Hey,
Why
what's the
was he
moral?
wearing a hat all the time?
Video proof.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm calling Bosley.
That's it. I'm calling boss.
Hey, look, wait, see, look, Justin. See that right there? And I'm 50, almost 56, buddy.
Yeah, it's like a short mullet.
No, I'm not bald. No,
He didn't say bald.
I'm
He
not
said
bald.
short mullet.
Yeah, baby.
Huh.
Damn.
Hey, what you need to call him is Miracle Whip. You just grab him by the top of the hair and turn until it pops off.
Oh, damn.
Looking like a jolly.
Hey, and the bad thing is, Dennis, you got both of them looking at each other going, was he talking to me or was he talking to you? That's bad.
No, I know who you're talking to.
I was going to say, I don't know whether to call him Jarhead or Bullet Sponge.
Damn.
Next topic, please.
Next topic.
Get off my Bosley receding hairline.
Actually, at that time I was talking about
Justin.
Pops.
I know. Next topic. Question and air.
That's all right. I'll get
Yeah.
you back and tell Roger McKay to shut his mouth.
I would, but he went to the restroom about 5 minutes ago. I think he got lost.
Oh, he done got lost.
He brought me over
Well,
here to.
I will.
I
He
think
brought me over here.
no. You know what I think it was? He didn't get lost. He went and got in his car and said, "Dennis don't know I left already."
No, because I'm leaning on the back of his truck. So
Oh well, you got lucky on that one.
yeah, so all I gotta do
Well,
is jump on the tailgate and hold on for dear life.
I
Hey,
will say
just
this,
check the vent,
y'all.
make sure it ain't engine swapped.
I will say this: when Charles called me yesterday, was it Charles or was it day before yesterday?
No, it was
Yesterday.
Yesterday morning.
When Charles called me yesterday morning, told me what was going on, I in turn called Karen. Well, I told Charles to give me a number. I called her, and then I called Karen. And what I had on my heart, Karen said it without me saying anything to her. So it was our pleasure. I don't want a pat on the back. I don't. That was what happened to her. Hit me pretty hard, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let that happen to anybody that I know. I don't care where you at. I'll get you home. I don't care if you're in Washington, D.C. or Alaska. I'll get your ass home. Might take me a few minutes, but I'll get you home.
Or a couple years.
And that's what we did. I told Charles to carry on.
And
That's
I
what
do.
we did.
And I want to say out to John Hall. John Hall runs my page. He actually runs both my pages and my groups. All right, John Hall's an administrator on all of them. I want to say thank you, John, and I greatly appreciate you reaching out to her and telling her that if you can get a truck in the area. I got there a little quicker, but John Hall did mention that he would do what he could to get one of his trucks to come by and pick her up and actually get her out of there. So I will say, Mr. John Hall, thank you for your help and your support on letting her know that there's more than just one way out, but our way happened to be the quickest and the easiest at the time. So, and I want to thank Scott and Karen for allowing me to be able to jump in right then and there and do what we had to do. And if it wasn't for Scott, we wouldn't have been able to, or we would have had to figure out a different way of doing it.
Charles, let me say something real quick, and then I'll shut up. You know, everybody, you, me, sort of bald-headed over there, and Dennis, we talk about this.
Look at that look on his face. Hey, don't scratch anymore. You might lose some more off of it.
We talk about.
Hey, he looks like he's trying out for that part of the YMCA.
Now he got his turtle shell on.
Hey, look, we have our own safety director now.
We're always talking about the brotherhood, how it used to be back in the day, and I'm talking about before Justin's time, just starting probably at Dennis's time and your time. Okay.
It was coming to an end as I came in.
Right. What we did, okay, it wasn't to be have the glory or have the pat on the back or any of that crap. It was to help a fellow driver get home. It wasn't asking for grace from anybody. It wasn't asking the plead about it or whatever the case might be. This is what you call, what we did was the old way. The old way I was raised up in. Everybody talks about trucks. Everybody talks about drivers. But I'm going to tell you, for the last month and a half, about a month, running from Houston to Phoenix back and forth, I've seen several trucks on the side of the road stop, see if they all right. They had people coming. Cool. You got water? You got this? Yep. Okay, cool. And I jet. Not no other driver stopped, according to that drivers. That's what pisses me off the most. 38 years I've been out here, and I will freaking go. Tell him to shut up, Dennis. I will go out of my. If you're scared, say you're scared.
Hey, how often do you get to see somebody turn somebody else into a puppeteer from 1,000 miles away?
And what's that supposed to mean?
It's Foreman Justin.
I ain't no
It's
bitch.
Foreman Justin. It's safety man Justin.
You're fired.
No,
It had
he really
absolutely
isn't.
nothing to do with you at all, Scott. It was literally
I know.
Roger and Monkey Nut over here are texting each other back and forth. Next thing you know, I'm watching.
He's got a.
I'm watching the puppet.
Yeah. Well, to get what I was saying, that's what trucking's about. And it needs to go back that way.
Yeah.
But the bad thing about it is how many times you go across down the highway, and that freaking radio is quiet. You don't know how many times I reached up there and like, damn, does it still work? You know, because it's just dead. They ain't like it used to be.
I
Used to
get
be
on
a
that radio and
quarterback.
call for help and say, "Hey, I'm broke down. Does someone give me a hand?" No, they don't even holler for help.
I've heard one voice on my radio in 48 hours that
Mhm.
wasn't my own.
And it scared you.
Well, what tripped me out was even then it wasn't even somebody local to me. It was a freaking base station in Georgia.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so I can hear the guy from the base station in Georgia, but I can't even get a damn bear report or anything like that for like 48 hours straight. And it
Does
was
he
like,
got his
it's
Does he
ridiculous.
got his freaking safety glasses on too?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Got
God!
safety glasses, earmuffs, and a helmet.
You want me to tell you who that looks like?
Beaker from the Muppets.
No.
No, it looks like a weekend at Bernie's.
They asked for
I'm gonna
Viper
be
glasses.
nice.
I don't have Viper glasses.
I'm gonna be nice.
I only have. I got two. So, yeah. I asked him because I only have. You like? Shut up.
But no, I mean, that's the way trucking needs to be. It needs to get back to the way it used to be.
The only thing we can do is not change and keep doing how we do.
Yeah.
And keep begging people to pay
Let's
attention.
start
Look
picking
at
up on it. Yeah.
One of the biggest things that turned people away from CBs is all these damn morons that pull the "I ain't got no panties on" or "fuck you, Bob" or all this other shit. And at this point, I'd even like to hear that just to prove that the damn thing works.
It's sad when you call out for a radio check
Just
and
like Michael said.
nobody answers.
Yeah.
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 You know, and then you start looking at your antennas, you know, like, well, damn, both antennas are there. It's all hooked up. It's like, shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's sad.
it is getting sad.
I agree, Michael. The reason you pick up a lot of skip is because there's just not enough radios out there anymore to cloud up the line. Everybody's too busy with their iPods or iPads or watching freaking Netflix or, you know.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I talk to people on my phone all the damn time. I wear that fucking Bluetooth out sometimes. But
No.
then I've got days where I won't even call anybody other than my wife. I mean, it just depends on my mood. But that CB stays on no matter what.
Well, see, that's me. It stays on. Somebody hollers, I'll hear it, you know.
Right.
But it just people they don't have them. They don't.
Oh, we
don't have
know
'em.
we know personally because we've been on chats with you, video chats or phone calls. All of a sudden that thing kicks on and I can tell that you ain't got your hearing aid turned up because that thing will blow my eardrums through the phone.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
See, and the thing is, and here's the thing: his radio ain't always dead because he's always got an escort that he's always talking to back and forth. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What kills me is any oversized that I see out there in this industry. Any oversized, overdimensional, overweight. When I see that they ain't even got a damn radio in their truck, I would love to yank them out of the truck and slap the ever-living dog shit out of them. Because to me, in our industry, especially on the heavy haul side, to me it is so freaking ignorant to not want to be able to get the play-by-play of anything that's going on in front of me.
Bottom line is it's a piece of safety equipment.
Yes.
In actuality, DOT rules are federal rules. If I remember right, any oversized load, they better have communication back and forth regardless of what it is.
Exactly.
So on that type of note right there, yesterday, running up to Galena Park, there was a super load coming through the 610 around Houston. Had two escorts, one in front, one in back, had a couple of police escorts. That canal bridge, you know which one I'm talking about. The one on the 610. Right in between the 30 and the 29. Going up it, there was a stalled truck in the far right lane. They had no clue. I called them on the radio. The escort got a hold of me. I told her exactly what was up. They moved over 2 lanes. Now, you didn't hear nothing on the radio before that. Not one freaking word. That's the sad part.
No.
The bad thing about it is, son, we speak no English. No English. We don't speak no English.
But see, no. I can actually respect the way that went down because that proves that the escort was the intelligent type escort was running 2 radios. One, communication between the driver, the police, whatever. They're running one channel dedicated for them. She's got a second radio monitoring the common channel, which is 19. And that way, if anybody does spit out anything, she is up front to react to it and then pass it on. The driver don't have to be disturbed, but the information still gets to him.
Right.
When I'm escorting, they'll ask me what channel you were on a run, and I tell them 19. I don't run no other channel. The fact is, I want to know what the hell's going on in front of me.
And I'm not going to know it if I ain't on the right channel for the rest of the
That's right. You know, you got some drivers like Justin, he just flies and bitches, get out of the way, get out of the way.
Don't act like
don't even say you don't do that.
Hey, don't make me have to pull up the video with the drive-in now.
Hey, wait a minute. Scott, don't even act like you are innocent in that regard.
Who, me?
I have been on the phone with you, mister.
Hang on. That calls for Safety J.
Hey, I will just say 2 words.
That's what your name is going to be from now on. Safety J that comes on.
I will say 2 words. San Antonio.
Ooh. Oh, what's the matter, Scott? Something you want to talk about? Want to mention something?
Let's see how Christian you really are.
Dennis.
Ooh.
Yes.
Dennis.
That's his
Charles.
name. Don't wear it out. That's mine
Charles.
too. That's mine too.
Charles.
Don't wear it out.
Boot his ass out.
Nope.
I'm
I
sorry.
think I like Dennis staying in here.
I'm sorry that the truth is kind of like a gut punch, but ain't nobody.
I kind of forgot about that. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about that, but yeah, I get angry. Angry.
We all do. We
Yeah.
all do, because we deal with stupidity out there on the road all the damn time. Now,
Oh, I get angry.
I'm not saying that sometimes we ain't the cause of said stupidity, but I will say that it happens outside my truck more than it happens inside my truck.
Yeah. And that is the truth.
Yes. I'm not saying I don't do stupid shit, because I do, pardon my language, but because I know I do stupid stuff, but I don't do stupid stuff as often as people outside me do stupid stuff. Outside my truck, I see a lot more stupidity than what I put forth.
Yeah.
I don't do stupid stuff. Everybody else does stupid stuff, and I get aggravated.
Yeah.
Most of the cars don't care anymore. And that's 90% of the problem. The cars don't care anymore.
Hey,
They're
Wait a
just
minute.
worried
Wait a
about
minute.
what they're
Why'd you
doing.
do that, Justin?
Do what?
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. 'Cause you're
That's
talking
Safety
about
J.
stupid stuff. I'm Safety
I
J.
said, I said no. I said I don't do stupid stuff. People around me do stupid stuff, and it pisses me off.
Which causes
We're
you to
fine.
do stupid stuff. So, Safety J has appeared.
Oh shit!
Dang it.
Oh Lord!
hey,
Hang on.
my suggestion,
It's
go to
it's
the
not
closet.
complete.
Go to the closet, 10 Hail Marys, call it a night, Metamucil, we're off. You, my Christian friend, are lying your tail off.
Just tell them that you're a work in progress.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm
all.
always a work in progress.
From beginning to end. I was
Yeah.
born a work in progress, and I will die still a work
Okay.
in progress.
All right.
Now, break out the little notepad here.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for Mr. Hearing Aids down there to tell me the stupid stuff he does.
Something tells
Nice.
me
So we can put that
out
on
of his
TikTok.
mouth-
Make a nice little TikTok out of it.
out of his mouth, it will be a short list.
I ain't saying
Short
nothing.
list.
Now, the question is,
Hold on.
you want to get to the
I
bottom
think
of this.
Michael
you have
said
to-
it the best. I think Michael said it best.
Huh.
Mascarado's channel.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, Safety J.
Well, what flavor do you want to be?
Now,
Oh no, Justin's been down that rocky road.
right.
That was a bad experience.
I know. Hey, maybe next time you'll bring your chains with you, right?
Nope, I
Right.
don't carry chains.
Now, Mr. Safety J, you really want to talk about you going down 610 and trying to make your appointment on time?
That's not a thing for Safety J.
No. Sorry, buttweed.
Oh, now the cat's out of the bag.
No.
You know, this is a good show when we all can rat each other out and still have a good show.
No, you want to know what?
And he was, you know, the bad thing about it is he could have did the normal the normal drive, and he still would have got unloaded.
Hey, Scott, I think that one's yours. I think that one's yours, Scott. I think that one's your
All
comment.
There's a problem with that statement you made, Charles, and it's kind of one-sided because you're the only one we ain't got dirt on.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. No. I ain't gonna say I'm innocent because I can tell you right now, Scott has seen it and other people have seen it. And I'll admit, my work truck, me working for me to get my job done and get it done in a 10-hour day, a 15-hour job. Yeah, I tell you, my truck runs in between 80 and 100. 9 times out of 10 out of the day, I'm running.
I will say it's fun trying to keep up with you going down the 75 to Wildwood.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, me and him were freaking racing. I'm the one that got stuck behind the slope. Individual.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta weave in and out.
Yeah.
Not ride up and stop. You gotta weave in and out.
He didn't have kids in the car. I did, damn it.
Yeah, but the problem is I also used to race cars. So you kind of learn that weaving in and out. And especially when you got a 25-foot dually crew cab. Yeah. It's really fun to do that.
Don't get me wrong. I used to run dirt and figure eight.
Yep. Used to run dirt. Then run asphalt. Yep.
I did
a little everything. Demolition derby, crash-oramas. Yeah.
Now, see, I always wanted to do a demolition derby, and I never did. But I did do.
Oh, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. But if you're going to do it, make sure you get a Volkswagen. If you're going to do it, make sure you get a Volvo 740 wagon. They are indestructible. When you want to use it for a bumper car, make sure you get the older model.
Right.
Now, wait a minute.
Like the 92, 94 model. Yeah, that Volvo, you can beat the hell out of it. It's plastic. It bounces back out. It's like a damn Saturn.
Now, wait a minute. Now, how did we get off the subject of Mr. Wannabe Safety J down there off the subject, and he's not opening his mouth anymore?
He figured we talked about racing, and that's
well.
No, yeah, he was. No, wait, Dennis, wait. No, he was racing. All right. He was racing.
Okay.
And he was also running. He was also running lanes he had no business in.
What bullshit? I run those lanes all the time.
It's not that he didn't have no business in them. It was just that it's kind of technically.
There was no business in that lane, but so he was able to take it. Yeah.
It's only illegal if you get caught. Damn it.
That's right.
It was
well,
legal.
When they seen it,
it was legal.
The toll on 288. You ran the toll road all the way up to 610.
Yeah, I know. I do it all the time sometimes when there's traffic.
Look, I do it all the time sometimes. That made a whole lot of sense. That was a nice little,
kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yeah.
Listen, Buttercup. Listen. Are you listening? Apparently not, because his head's tilted back like he's fucking choking on something. But anyway, listen. The 288 express lane, you can run trucks on it. No permitted loads.
Right, as long as you got to have a tow pass.
No, it's tag only.
Well, you got to have a tow tag to go on there. It's got a little bitty box that's got to be on your windshield.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
You change the numbers on your license plate so nobody can tell who you are.
No, that's when I just get on someone else's ass and let them get all the axle weights.
I was going to say that, yeah, but I didn't want to say that.
Car being charged for fucking 5 extra axles?
Right. He's pulling a 3-axle trailer, right?
You're bad.
Oh, shit.
Can you imagine him getting that for the E-Pass, sitting there going, that was an awfully heavy load on the back of that little Scion you got, sir. Can you explain the axles?
Yeah.
It was a custom tow package.
Yeah.
I was coming up 288 about 4:30 yesterday afternoon. I was like, son of a booger shit. But the easy pass lane was just a clicking along. I'm like, damn. They'll frown on that.
You were coming up to 288 yesterday at 4:30.
Yep, probably about. I must say between 4 and 4:30. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. Yeah, I was done. But see, I'm north of you.
Yeah, but
I was north of you.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was already sitting at the Loves collecting dust by 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was north of you. 7, 8. No, I was 20 miles north of you already. Right there at 560.
Because if he went any slower, he would have been going backwards at that point.
Matter of fact,
Me or him?
Matter of fact,
probably you.
You.
I've seen Scott drive.
Oh yeah, we all seen Scott drive.
Yeah, Charles has a picture of it.
Try to keep up with him going up 75 coming out of Wildwood to go to the hotel in Ocala.
Yes, right.
Drives like a grandma.
Try the 10 on the way to Alabama.
Yeah, that too.
With oversized too. You better put your hard hat on, Justin. Better put your hard hat on and safety glasses.
Oh, safety J?
Yeah. I was just talking about you and Karen. Although that was some damn good eating.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
We had a nice time at that restaurant. That was nice.
I had to fly past him and teach him how to gain some speed.
That was only because he threw the tow hook out and he was drifting off of you.
Whatever. He was in a four-wheeler. I was in my truck. Loaded.
Well, no, yeah. See, there's a difference. You should have just thrown his head out the window, caught the back of his bed. He'd have definitely slowed down. Or you would have really picked up some speed.
We only sat there for an hour and a half waiting for him to get there.
No, you did not.
Yes, we did.
No, you did not.
Yes, it was almost an hour and a half.
No, y'all waited 30 minutes and we drove up right after y'all sat down. So y'all were only sitting there 30 minutes. So be quiet.
No, we sat across the street.
You got there before everybody, even before your wife.
Ryan Shamrock, sir.
So you can't count that. Don't say we. Say I.
That's true. I got there before everybody. I was there for an hour and a half, damn it.
Be like your brother Kelly and say I.
No, it's not in my vocabulary.
Oh, damn.
I don't
Hold on. You got to hold up because this is too funny as hell. And I want Justin to read it. You ready, Justin? You better read it.
Hang on. Do I need the safety J?
No, read it.
Do it all sometimes is like missing a gear in an automatic.
And that comes from Glenn Colley Jr. He was just saying, how you doing, old buddy? Oh,
sorry,
man. Michael had to jump in on that. Michael says, slow as molasses in January.
Right?
Damn.
I don't know.
Hey, Justin, that one's for you. That's all you
$5
know.
lane. It was needed. I was in a hurry.
But no, that would be Dennis right there.
No, that was kind of like me the other day.
That one there would be me. Put it in the tall gear and disappear.
That's right.
My favorite term, put it in a big hole and gouge on it.
What's up, Glenn? Good to see you here, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out here. We're on the back end of it, and we're just goofing off for a little bit, trying to blow off some steam. But you know, Scott won't disappear anytime soon.
Miss Karen, did you give him his melatonin?
She ain't. She's in there playing her game. She ain't listening to me.
She done said he's up on his own. We're keeping him up all night, so she'll have a peaceful morning. She's waiting for him to get his warm glass of milk to go to bed. You want graham crackers with that?
Is that how you keep your back straight, brother?
That's one of those inverters or whatever they call them.
Is that how they get you out of that bent over position?
Scott silent for once. As Glenn says, sitting outside listening to the generators running, watching traffic.
You actually have traffic?
Yeah, yeah. That's everybody trying to run around see who's got gas.
Hang on, people. Hang on.
Hold on. Miss Karen, don't run away. I have a question for you.
Scott's being mean.
Yeah.
I was curious. Have you already given him his melatonin and his Metamucil, or is that coming up shortly?
Before he goes to bed.
Right along with his warm glass of milk. Right along with his warm glass
He
of
gets
milk.
Geritol every day.
He gets Geritol every day. Damn.
And Justin, why you want to lie to her?
I got a text.
Miss Karen, he bit me.
I got a text from him.
Oh, you text my wife? You chicken shit. That's why she comes here beating the shit out of me.
You're damn right. Every time she smacks you, it's because of me.
You prick.
You just remember, it's sad, but your wife is on my side.
Michael said he left the big hole at home.
She obviously don't watch the show, otherwise that hole would be closed.
Oh, damn.
That's one of them old people back stretchers, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Scott, tilt your head down for a second. No, seriously, tilt your head down just for a second. I figured it out. Who knows what the top of a Centrum Silver bottle looks like?
Oh, shit.
Look at Justin's head.
Love you, brother.
Damn. That's rough. Damn. Shit.
Hold on.
Flipped a pancake. Shut up, dude.
Gotta wave through the smoke. Because your ass just got burnt.
Damn. Damn.
That's messed up.
You're the one that leaves yourself wide open for this. The last hour is pick on Scott hour. That's what I'm gonna call it. We're gonna do the important stuff. We're gonna have joke time. Then we're gonna have safety with Safety J's on a safety mission, and then we're gonna have pick on Scott hour.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, y'all keep making him pull that hard hat off more than once or twice. He's really gonna be bald up there on top. I mean, he already is.
Hey,
What?
I just want to let you know your wife just texted me.
Oh shit!
Hey, Scott. Scott, it is not Justin's fault. He's got to get something off somehow.
How do we opt him out?
Read
There's a
that.
button for that.
Read that.
Walk
Read
on my
that, Justin.
property with my gun,
All
seeing
right.
flashlights, walking through my yard, no electricity here. Still got to watch out for looters. Man, Glenn, I am so sorry. You know, it does make it really sickening when you're trying to get through a tragedy that millions of other people are getting through, and you've always got those people who, for some reason, they think that they deserve your shit better than you do, and you work your whole life for it, and it's really shameful. I apologize for that, brother. I really, really feel bad for you on that.
And that's where it ought to be. Looters will be shot on sight, and if you're still moving, you'll be shot again.
Amen. They ought to put that in a prayer.
Yeah, they ought to. When they have a natural disaster, that's what ought to be the first law that they put in order. Looters will be shot on sight, and if you move, you're shot again.
Well, Jim went to Port Fourchon this morning, and I ain't got the pictures from him yet, but it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Real bad.
I noticed. I seen a deal. They had a one in big ass crew boat, large, whatever boats you want to call them, that their birdie was doing 223 mile an hour sustained winds.
Mm.
Mm.
And it'll drop down to like 183 and then back up. I mean, it was bad. Port Fourchon got messed up bad. I mean, I feel sorry for them people down there. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's like we talked last time. Yeah, you have the what's her name? Shoot.
Shelley?
Yeah, Shelley Conway's doing, and Della. You know, they're doing a lot of good stuff for these people. There's a lot of people that really ain't grateful for people helping them, but in the long run, it comes out to be the best thing.
Yep.
If I had trucks, I'd make damn sure my trucks are bringing stuff down there free of charge, because they can't pay for nothing right now. They got to worry about their own people.
Right.
They got to worry about their communities. They don't have the money.
No, Glenn sat there and said he should have told Big Papa Jay or Jim, should have told him to holler at me, because he went in front. He went to
He
Went
went to
right by his
Fourchon.
house.
He
yeah,
went to Fourchon and passed right in front
yeah,
of his house.
Fourchon, and went right by his house. Yeah. So if Jim's on his way back, Glenn said, "Stop by if you're watching, Jim."
Jim's in Lafayette.
Had a lot of those around my area that want what I have, but too lazy to get off their asses and get it. You're right about that too.
Yeah.
And as Glenn says, it was 180 miles an hour here. I live 30 miles north of Fourchon.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well,
I
hey,
will
guys,
say this, y'all, and I won't seriously. I know we're on here joking, we're cutting up and having a good time, clowning around.
Yeah.
But I want to say this about this stupid ass vaccine that everybody's trying to push.
Hi,
I
Alicia.
pray to God none of y'all. I pray to God none of y'all take it. I pray to God y'all don't take it.
I ain't taking the mark of the beast. Forget that.
Nope.
I don't trust it.
The military's they're dropping out like flies because they're refusing it. So they're giving them a discharge for disobeying an order. Yeah.
But
And they're
sad
getting
part
a
is,
dishonorable discharge. And they're getting a dishonorable discharge.
Yes. And that's bullshit there too.
yeah, I agree.
So
They fought.
I don't
they
know.
put their lives at risk, and then they're doing that.
All right. Well,
I don't know what Justin. I don't know what Justin's planning on doing. I don't know what Dennis is. I don't know. But all I'm doing is making a suggestion. I can get in trouble for this, and I really don't give a cat's ass. Don't take it.
I
Don't.
ain't taking it. When I go home next weekend, I'm taking that Monday off. I'm going to do my hazmat, and I'm going to redo my DOT physical so I can have that 2-year card.
Yeah,
Right.
because in 2 years they can change it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah,
Because
so they can change.
They already know
They
it's
can
working.
change it. They could change it 4 months after they've already, implicated it.
right.
Hey, Scott, hold on, Scott. This is for you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Karen talked to somebody or read something that somebody put something. I don't know what she did, but the girl was making she was a nurse, and her sister is making her funeral arrangements. She took the test. She died the next day.
Yeah, so she took the shot. Yeah,
So I got
The
something
next
to say.
day.
Scott, that comment's
You
for you.
always
You need to
got
read it.
I can't read it.
I got it.
Justin, you read
Glenn
it for him?
says, yeah, I got it. Glenn says, got to cut up to keep my mind right. But I really appreciate Scott calling and checking on us as much as he has been doing. Means a lot. But Scott is one goofy son of a bitch. God damn, Scott, he's really laying into you.
Hey, I'm reading it too, so shut up.
Oh, you got the bifocals on?
No, I just zoomed it in.
Oh,
Go ahead
you just
there, Mr.
zoom.
Duck.
Michael says, have 30-year doctors MPA quitting because of this vaccine. And,
Yep.
With everything that's going on, I honestly think
Yeah.
shit is really going to hit the fan. It
Hey,
is.
and
It's
here's
really
my
hit the
question.
fan.
And here's my question. If the shot's being mandated and it's so damn important, why are doctors refusing it? Why
Because
are
they actually
why are doctors refusing it?
So the doctors, doctors are wanting us to take it because they're going to get paid for it, but they're refusing to take it because they know the freaking truth about it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, it's just like the House and the Senate and the White House. They just passed the bill that the Senate and the House and all their staff members are exempt from the shot.
Yeah.
They're exempt. What makes them more special than us?
So I got something to say.
Go ahead.
So say
it's no secret. I do a lot of work in hospitals.
Yep.
And with that being said, I talk to a lot of the maintenance guys. And I was told today by a maintenance guy, well, you're really lucky that you caught me the time that you did. And I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, I've been tasked to do other things. I'm like, again, what are you talking about? He goes, we have lost so many medical professionals and people that work in the hospital that refuse to get the jab that we are actually, there's a maintenance guy that has to work security. There's a maintenance guy that has to work for materials management. There's a maintenance guy that has to, the list just went on and on and on. And I'm like, that's insane. I'm like, I'm happy that this is happening, but that's just insane. He goes, we are working on a skeleton crew. He goes, as a matter of fact, he goes, there are so many of our emergency room nurses that are not qualified to be trauma nurses, but they're being forced to work in there because we are working on such a skeleton crew. So with that being said, I think there's hope on the horizon. A lot of people are refusing it, and they would rather lose their job and do other jobs until this all blows over. Hopefully it does. But yeah, it's just it's scary, but with all of us standing up and refusing to get that vaccine or get that shot. Hold on, there's gonna be a siren going by.
Yep.
He did it. I saw him do it.
Well,
That's why he
here comes
disappeared for so long.
Here comes my ride. I gotta go. Our video is now over. But there is hope on the horizon. Just stay strong and do what you got to do. And just because it's mandated doesn't mean it's constitutional.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. So.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, read that comment for Scott because we know he can't read it.
Yeah.
I read it. Shut up, Justin. Shut up.
Justin.
Scott, this is my freaking time to shine. So shut your old ass mouth up.
We can tell that by looking at your forehead.
Go ahead, Justin.
Fella.
Hey, Justin, go ahead.
Can you turn down the forehead?
Fella left his reading glasses by his teeth and a cup in the bathroom, huh?
Normally, when they say drop the mic, they don't mean the mic, the ears, everything.
He just throwing his shit around. It's gonna break.
Roger asked him to turn down his forehead.
Read that, Dennis.
They know something about it that they don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Well, here's my thing, and this is gonna sound like a little bit of a conspiracy.
Hold on before you do that. And then this one here from Dave Newland, and they said my wife is working longer shifts too.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
My thing. You've got doctors.
Shit.
I don't have to right now, but okay.
Go ahead.
You've got doctors and stuff that are being forced out of their industry. How long do you think that's really going to last? Because we've never had enough doctors as it is. It's going to be short-lived. And the reason I say that is because all these doctors that are adamant about not taking the shot, and these hospitals are saying, we're drawing a line in the sand. If you don't take the shot, it's going to cost you your job.
Yeah.
Well, to me, what we do in the trucking industry and what doctors and nurses do in medical, in my eyes, are almost, I would say, two of the most essential three businesses in the entire country. Now, when I say that, I mean first responders, police, fire, so on and so forth. They're one group. The trucking industry, without us, nobody gets nothing. Whether it be those hospital supplies or the groceries or the forehead cream and the Rogaine, whatever. And then you've got the medical field, who is actually responsible for the betterment of the health of the entire world. Now you turn around and you get rid of a whole bunch of medical professionals. And now all of a sudden you ain't even got enough people to take care of the sick. If you ain't got enough people to take care of the genuinely sick, they're going to be forced to ask them back.
Yeah,
that is true.
Because there's not enough to go around. There is never has been, and I don't think there ever will be enough doctors to go around.
No.
Now,
read that comment.
Y'all have a good night. I'm about to go make another round of my yard, then head to bed. I need all the beauty sleep I can get.
That ain't no shit.
You ain't getting no fucking prettier.
No, you'll probably only get taller. Sorry.
I doubt that too.
Oh no.
And Dave Miller says his wife is on our end. His wife is on our end. And he says they are coming from other countries. They're actually bringing in doctors and nurses in from other countries.
That's true. Right, because it's the feel-good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can say, fellas, this is fixing to get bad.
Did you just say fella?
Yes, I did.
Same way with the freight too. If bigger companies force it on new drivers. Now, Dennis, I know this, and I don't know if you do, but the owner of Valley Transportation sent a letter out. Correct?
Yes, I read that
Okay.
letter.
Okay. So the letter or the email from Brad of the owner of Valley Transportation said that he believes in the Constitution. He does not.
Bang.
He is not mandating his company employees to go take the shot. Now, whether it's their choice or not, that's their choice because of the Constitution rights.
Right.
But he asked for people to respect other people that takes the shot, which is
Yeah, well,
nice.
he said to respect that he respects anybody who decides to get the shot, and he also respects anybody who decides against it. He said he is not for or against.
Right.
He
He's
believes that people have the right to choose, and he will stand by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the good thing is that's one business that that's one company where you can say, this guy is going to give me the right to make my own choice. He's not going to be a part of the plan that tries to force it on his drivers. I mean, this is coming from and me and Justin can tell you firsthand. We were supposed to start like a whole week earlier, and we couldn't because like 17 or 18 people inside the office at Valley got COVID.
Yep.
All
yeah.
in the same in like the same week time span.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you would think that would scare a lot of companies that, oh yeah, we got to have a shot. No, because
No.
all of those people have common sense. They had it, they overcame it, they're back to being in good health. Let's get on with life.
And they had the natural immunities from their body to fight it and overcome it. Yeah.
Right. And the fact is that, the thing that disgusts me the most, and I know this ain't a political show, and I know this ain't supposed to be about politics, but you have not seen Republicans out there browbeating, forcing, and trying to outright threaten and completely downgrade Democrats for their view on taking the shot versus not taking the shot.
Right.
The fact is, people should be perfectly fine with another person's choice and not assume that one person's choice infringes on another's rights.
Right.
With that being said, the best way I can say this, God gave us two rights. I don't care about the government, the police, whatever. I don't give a shit. God gave us two rights. The rights to take our first breath and the rights to take our last. And anything that we do in the middle is by our own choosing.
Yep.
And I will stand by that till the day I die.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just like what Alicia says, but when have they cared about the sick? Dave said, hold on. Dave says his wife's nursing home is getting 4 new nurses from the Philippines.
Okay, now hold on. Okay, even though they're from the Philippines, I'll be the first one to tell you there is more English-speaking people in the Philippines than there are in America. Believe it or not, there are more English-speaking because I tell you what, even though the Philippines is the Philippines, you've had the American military over there for so long that they, in order to be able to communicate or relate or be able to prosper their own businesses and because there's such an American presence there, they know English just as well as they know their own language.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people are taught. So I mean, as far as people coming from the Philippines that are qualified, so be it. I am just fine with that.
Hey, y'all, I'm fixing to cut out of here. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Y'all be careful and be safe.
All right, Scott. You have a good night. I'll holler at you tomorrow.
Peace.
I'll make
Bye,
sure I get
Father
the
Time.
bullhorn and go, Scott.
Bye, Father Time.
That's messed up, Justin. I was being nice.
You were doing what, Scott?
Okay.
What did you say, Scott? I didn't hear you. You were
I'm-
breaking up. What were you saying, Scott?
Look, Justin, look, he
Oh, damn. His audio cut out completely. What the hell?
Somebody
you jackass.
and there has to be one.
Go ahead, say it, Justin.
They say what?
What you were gonna say? Go ahead, say it.
A lot of
Nope. Bye, Father Time. I'm a jackass now. Whatever.
Look, there goes Father Time. He went out again. He needs to wind his clock up. I'm telling you.
I wasn't calling you a jackass, Justin. I was calling him a jackass for doing what he's doing.
Charles,
Hurtful words.
What did you say,
Such a
Father
distinguished
Time? I
older man.
can't hear you.
3,
Smart
2,
ass.
1, drop it.
What?
Come on, Charles, hit the button.
Hold on.
Hold on, we gotta get him with a good smile. See you. Bye. Oh, you got something to say to him, Dennis? Go ahead.
Hey, Scott.
What?
Change thought.
All right, that was a quick text thought. Hey, I thought you were going to bed.
That's a mighty long finger for somebody who ain't a proctologist.
Hey, you ever seen the Cannonball Run movie? You know what Scott
Yeah.
reminds me of? Is that
Yeah.
doctor. That doctor. How you doing?
Come here, let me check your fucking finger.
You want to feel my finger, Sonny? Here,
It
smell it.
looks like it's a bleeding ulcer.
There
Open
you
up and say,
yeah.
hey Scott, don't teach the donkeys to walk backwards.
No, somebody already probably did that. We won't say who it was.
You mean the same
Oh.
one that supposedly stepped in cow shit?
Yes,
No,
sir.
no, yeah, that was his best friend he let live on his property.
Yeah.
Look.
Hey, no,
That
that was
messed
his
him up 'cause I
mentor.
took him out before he could say anything else.
Wait, that was his mentor.
Oh,
Oh, that's your ass. Don't go there.
it didn't come out real good.
That is just wrong.
Hey, let me say this. I know he claimed that you put him out in the pasture. It's not our fault that that's where all used up pieces of shit end up anyway. So, I mean, if he feels like he was in the pasture, he probably just felt at home.
Probably.
Yeah. That's my view on it.
I cannot believe you, Justin.
What?
I can. He's Justin.
Yeah, I'm just.
Well, yeah, you do got a point, Dennis. He is Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a little bit of Campbell in him, a little bit still.
I mean,
Ooh.
actually, there is Campbell in my
Everybody
family.
say
but it's
goodnight
not
to
that Campbell.
Michael. Everybody say goodnight, Michael.
Night,
Not
Michael.
Michael.
Night, Mike.
But no,
Yeah,
y'all
I
be
got
good.
Campbell in my family called Campbell Soup.
Damn. Damn. That's messed up.
Boy, this is taking a weird turn.
Yep. Good night, Scott.
No,
right.
turn. A weird turn is if you turn your head too fast, we get a glow effect.
Yeah. He don't realize it, but I'll do him like I do the rest of them. He'll sit back there and keep quiet.
Is Scott still in the back?
Yeah, he's trying to play that doctor off for Cannonball Run. I'm telling you, look, see there.
What
Hang
do you
on,
want, Justin?
no, hang on. Pull him out. I don't want to talk to him. Pull him out. you're
Damn, Justin cracked his own self up.
After me calling, his mentor and all that shit, he's gonna go into his spare bedroom where the shrine is of the guy, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Put me,
Justin. Justin, I think I'd slap you for that one.
He's probably got little hair dolls of it.
Those are voodoo dolls straight from Louisiana. That don't count.
payback's a bitch. We're on the air, so I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, I know. Behave.
Radio edit.
I knew what was coming next. No, we didn't want to hear that.
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it PG.
On a side note, I'm gonna get ready and tell y'all good night too. I'm tired.
Yep.
I need to get some sleep. I'm pretty sure that Roger would probably like to go home sometime this week.
Yeah.
And,
this week.
Yeah. So
Tell Roger, I'm glad he stopped in, had to put in his comments and actually say what he had to say. Roger,
appreciate it.
glad you're able to stop in, brother. You can stop in at any time. You can just find the link and you can come in on any show.
Appreciate
Doors
it.
open. Because
Thanks for having me.
you're full of wealth of knowledge in different aspects, which actually can work in this, like you said, in this industry and in this field in many different directions, many different ways. And it make people think, besides just thinking of the trucking, you can actually think of other ways. Because trust me, being a plumber, you can actually come up with some nice inventive ways to fix your truck when you need to in a fix.
Yeah. I pop my hood and I'm like, okay, that's easy. It's just piping. I figure this out in a heartbeat.
Well, the thing is, it's kind of hard to put cast steel in there, trying to figure out how you can run the new hot water line because it's all done in cast.
Right.
I can see you now. You sitting there with a mega lug, sitting there tying everything in together. All right, I got this.
I need a bigger backup wrench.
Yeah, that you do need.
Yep. So I got a lot of tools that I'm going to be putting in the truck too. So I got a good amount of mechanical experience too. So
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's all works together and with plumbing and stuff like that. Because now you know how to, if you keep certain things, you know how to quickly replumb something if need be, just to get you off the road instead of sitting there going, well, hell, I got to wait for an air hose. You can actually, believe it or not, replumb an airline with PVC. Been done, seen it done.
When you have 60 patients that are on a dialysis machine and they're using the water line that's leaking that you need to repair, you gotta figure shit out, and you can't always have somebody to look over your shoulder. And so it's being in service plumbing as long as I have, it's been really beneficial in pretty much anything that I do. So but
and the mathematical equations is there too that really play a good part in it. So
plus I like to surround myself with good people that I could always make a phone call to, and with technology today,
well, that's so damn, I got to get rid of him because you say good people.
Yeah.
Yep, you can tell that is not a good look. So I ain't good people. But yeah, but I'll let y'all go. Tell Dennis I am glad that y'all were able to stop in and actually come in and comment. It's actually good to see. It's good to see Dennis.
Yeah,
and
it was.
Like I said, if we do a 3-hour show, which is what we're doing, the last hour is usually picked on Scott hours. So we usually come in here, cut up jokes and everything else because very beginning is serious and it's getting to the point, and then we have a little bit of playing around, but then we have other topics that we get into, and then like I said, last hour, if it goes an hour, it's just to cut up, be drivers like we all are, because you got to have something to have that cut up and
Right.
bring up the monotony in the trucking life, because you got to have that.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
And tell Dennis that Glenn Clay said he come back. Sleep won't help to figure it out. I come back to see if Scott found the right gear.
More than likely, he's still using the turn signal to try to speed up. But I mean,
Well, he copied Glenn. You know, he's got that 4-foot extender, trying to make it
Yeah.
look like a chrome. Yeah, he's doing the 4-footer.
Look at the time. You know damn well he's pulled the brakes and shutting her down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm amazed he made it past 7 p.m. But you know, that's just
Well, that's because she let him not have to take his melatonin.
yeah. Because
He'll get that when he hits the bed.
Yeah.
So she'll get
And that's
peace and
so
quiet in the morning.
And that's so he leaves her alone.
Yes. And as Glenn says, he probably upside down on the old people.
Hey, for all we know, he's a part bat, and Miss Karen probably hangs him from there so he don't try to mess with her while she's sleeping.
That or keep him from sleepwalking. That way he can just
That's
yeah,
true,
that's
too.
what it is. He sleepwalks.
Right. Tell you what, there's been a couple of days where I could have used that damn back stretcher. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it.
I had a couple a couple of weeks ago. It was stupid. I mean, I think I was putting my boots on. I turned around and pulled a spot in the back of my damn shoulder, and I'm like, what the
Yep.
hell's that? I talked to my wife. What'd she tell me? Old age.
That and you got a muscle knot, and that's what happened. You got a muscle knot, and it just happened to tense up just right.
Yeah, but those things ain't supposed to take your damn breath away, man. That just ain't
Oh,
fair.
they can. If it's on the backside under the shoulder blade, it feels like it's pulling your lung right through your rib cage.
Yeah. It felt like
Yeah.
I was losing my breath.
Yep. I've had a few of those, especially on this right side, because I do use it, but I don't have the muscle mass, but I have the muscle and it still works. And I have pulled on stuff and pulled. When I did, I could hear it. And it's like, ooh, did I break a rib? Yeah. But you didn't.
Right.
You actually pull a muscle or you cut a muscle.
Right.
3 or 4
I do that
days,
with my brain.
and just caved your lung in. Yeah. So, Mr. Hicks, good to see you again, sir. And I appreciate you stopping by with, Roger McDuck over there.
That's right.
That's
Well,
good.
it's funny because he turned around and he put a post on Facebook earlier tonight.
Mhm.
And he said, what is it about every time Dennis Hicks comes to town, there's a storm that's following him? Because both times we've tried to line things up, there's been a really nasty storm come through the area.
Yeah.
And
you couldn't make it.
well, no, he had to turn around because of accidents. The last time there was so many accidents that literally he was stuck out on the freeway. He couldn't even get to where I was. So he turned around and went home. And literally, like 5 minutes after he decided he was going to turn around, a really, really nasty storm came through. And in fact, it pretty much flooded the area for a while.
Jeez.
Chased me all the way home.
Yeah. And then here today, I turn around and I pull in and I stop at the Loves. And, we were going to meet up for a meal. And here, not maybe 5 minutes after I got parked, a freaking windstorm came in, 60-mile-an-hour winds, dust and dirt and trash and everything blowing everywhere. And here comes Roger. What's this about a storm every time fucking Dennis Hicks comes to town? Told him it was because I was coming in too fast. The dust just followed in.
Hey, that's a good excuse.
It is. It's my excuse. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
But No, guys, it was a pleasure. I'm running out of battery power both inside and on the phone. So
Yep. And it's late. And I know.
and
We
it's
carried
time
it on.
to bed
Yeah.
myself.
I'll holler at you tomorrow sometime,
All right, sounds good. I'll be on the road.
Dennis. Up on you, make sure you're okay. Yep. Glenn says, I mean, put it up there. Read it.
Damn, where y'all at? I'll stay away. I like my truck to stay clean.
Wow.
Hey, my truck is clean. 60 mile an hour with blowing in rain. I got a perfectly good truck wash.
I would say a blow job, but hey.
and I didn't have to pay for it.
That's right.
So
We know what happened to Justin's hair. He got it on the wrong side of the trailer.
that was the storm before.
Oh, damn.
But you know what? No, all kidding aside.
Yeah.
So that storm that came through in Houston when you and I were on the phone that one day, that was your first junior hurricane that you'd been through, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. But that was down in Freeport, and that was exciting. I slept good that night. I did too. The other two guys that were down here running with me, running this ammonia sulfate, they didn't sleep for shit. I woke up the next morning and half the awning around the Love's Fuel Island is gone. It's over in the grass. All the trash cans are over in the grass. I slept like a baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, there's
Yeah.
another one. We've had like 10 or 11 cops show up for one pullover.
That's nothing new.
They found the car with the strippers in it.
Shit, if that's the case, I gotta go. My wife heard that. She beat my ever living ass.
I know. You sure she ain't watching?
Yeah, if she's watching, she'll beat my ass for that comment. Bet on
Yep. Well, no, when we see him, arm wrapped up, black eye, got his head sitting there wrapped up like a mummy. Yeah. Glenn says it's a trunk full of donuts. That's why there's so many cops there. And then Glenn says, my nasty from driving through hurricane for 3 days, and it's been raining every day. Been raining here every day. So it's got dirty, and then it's getting washed off.
Well, I tell you what, let me borrow it for about, say, 4 or 5 years, and I'll bring it back nice and clean.
Yeah, with 1 million miles on it.
That is the downside of it.
Yeah.
Well, for him, it would be a downside.
Yeah.
Because I miss my old 96. But, hey, before I get started again, I got to go.
Yep.
Everybody
Later,
have a good night. Love you guys. Everybody take care on the road. Y'all see me out there, feel free to holler. I'll actually have my CB on.
Yeah, you'll be the only one out there having your CB on pretty much.
Probably so. But
yep. If you see him, can't miss him. He's in a white Peterbilt with teal striping, and it says Valley on the side of it.
Yep. Just look for an ugly old redneck that's either wearing this hat or a cowboy hat.
Yep.
Because those are the only two hats I wear, and that's about the only thing you're going to see of me going down the road. Well, that and my flags. I've got the American flag hanging on one side of my sleeper, and on the other side, I've got, don't blame me, I voted for Trump. So they're both blowing in the wind as I'm going down the road. Not really hard to find me.
Yep.
So all right. Well, with that being said, gentlemen, y'all have a good night. I got to go.
Sir. See you guys. You guys be careful.
Peace.
See you. That was a fun night.
It was interesting.
Very interesting. The very beginning was, it really opened up a lot of eyes. A lot of people didn't know it, didn't pay attention to it. But now they see the bigger picture,
Right.
which, you know what, if we don't call it out, this stuff ain't going to get, drivers will keep falling for it.
Yeah, that's the sad part. It really is. It's
Yeah.
just like, this guy that I'm parked to, I talked to him earlier, and he's Indian. Come get it. You can take the note too. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll take it. But anyway, this feller that's parked right next to me, he's Indian. Me and him talked, I don't know, probably about 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And he does not agree with Peckerhead in the office. He does not.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a guy that's only been here for 5 years in the States.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad when a foreigner that has only been here for 5 years don't even like our own president.
Yeah.
And
because
with all the
you see
shit
where they
that's
come
going
from.
on.
You see where they come from. And they're
Yeah.
what they have in their country and where they come from is like third world chaos.
Yeah.
It's third world chaos. They don't have the freedoms and the choices that they do here. And when they come here, they are so thankful to come here to see the freedoms and the choices that they can do what they want and become who they want and not have to be ordered that you're going to do this and that's how you're going to do it and you're going to be done with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and like I said, he's only been driving for a year or two though. And he had trouble backing into this little area that we're parked at up here in Baytown, up here at Disloves. Not that big of a deal. I helped him back in. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind that somebody from out of state doesn't like our president, doesn't agree with the vaccination or anything, and he'll probably see this show later because he clicked on the page and I helped him follow it and like it and all that stuff.
Good.
So he's wanting to learn more, wanting to be part of that, which is great. There's just so much going on nowadays. Everybody's getting pulled in 20 different directions. Should have went park at Conoco at the 798. Good food next door to the truck stop. I think I'm at the 798. I just don't know. I think I could be wrong. But like I said, it just kind of blows my mind that and we're all being pulled in 20 different freaking directions.
And I think that's the way the government wants it done. They want us pulled in different directions so we're not concentrating on what they're doing, and it's got us chasing our own tail.
Right. And it's kind of stupid too because I saw a video earlier. I think it was a TikTok video or some kind of news video or whatever, where all these dummies in office took a photo shoot and all had their mask on. But after the photo shoot, they all took off their damn mask.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And
it's a gameplay. It's an illusion. Oh, look, we're all masked up, but as soon as the photo shoot's over, take them off. All right, we did our part. We made it look like that we're all wearing masks. Yeah.
Right. And that's even just like the video that I posted of, Peckerhead Joe the other day, where it says in the beginning, he's doing some kind of whatever it is. It says, to prepare for hurricane seasoning, go get vaccinated. Tell me, what the hell is one shot gonna do for me? Seriously, is it gonna
Especially when
keep
a
me from
hurricane,
dying in a hurricane?
yeah,
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 it's
it'll
not gonna
protect
keep
you
me
from a
from
hurricane.
dying in a hurricane. That's just crazy shit.
Yeah,
You know, even Glenn. Okay, Glenn, prime example right there, was in a hurricane down there in Louisiana. You're telling me he should have went to get the shot just to
yeah,
keep it all good?
yeah,
No.
just to keep him alive. Yeah,
Oh, let's see. You at the 789 by the Loves going east. Yeah, I'm at the Loves, right across the overpass from the Chrome shop that's got crap everywhere. I couldn't find anything that I wanted in there. I don't know why. I went in there looking for blue lights and I couldn't even find blue lights. But
Oh, I was
anyway,
about
yeah,
to
that's where
say,
I'm at, Glenn.
it's because your name ain't Kelly.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
That's right. Yeah, your name ain't Kelly.
Yeah. So,
You ain't gonna have fortunes.
but it's this world is getting pulled in so many different ways. You got hurricane season going on, what Glenn had to deal with. You got people up north, nurses losing their jobs. Us truck drivers may be having to hang it up earlier than what we want to. I don't think a shot would have helped us out here unless there was a morphine in it. And you're right, the shot wouldn't have helped you. And some of the people down there that got hurt, yeah, morphine would have really helped them.
Yeah,
But it's just this, and I've been saying this for years, and my wife has begged me and pleaded with me to go vote, and I keep telling her no. And the simple reason is this country's going to shit, and I'm not going to be part of it. Prime example, we got dead people voting for a guy that's shouldn't even be president in the first place.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you got retard Joe trying to tell us what to do, what we have to do, what they're going to mandate. It's stupid. It really is.
yeah.
I don't talk politics. I hate politics. I'm one of the, I'll tell you what's on my mind, but I don't go about talking politics all the time. It's stupid crap. It really is.
It is. But I know we need to wrap it up. We already gone in 3 hours and 7 minutes.
Yep, 3 hours, 18 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Yep.
Glenn says I don't vote because they'll put who they want in office anyway, so why waste my time to vote? That's true too. That's another thing too. That comes back to me saying that the whole country's going to shit. Go ahead and end the show, but put me in the back and don't just come back there when you're done.
All right, man. All right. I'll see you in a few.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm glad you all stopped in, enjoyed the show. But yeah, we're going to have some more discussions on this, on what these people are producing out here. And it's not just, hey, like Glenn says, stay safe and have a good night. Good night, Glenn. Be safe, brother. I know you're down there in a worse area than I am because you all ain't got no power and you're having to patrol your property. And I mean, people like this is the situation with the things that are going on. And we'll get into more of that too. But we also have Trucks with Room to Spare. That is our nonprofit. We also do support and trying to do things with Truckers Final Mile. We here with Left Lane with Lefty, we try to do what we can to try to help out the community and everything else and try to help people out. Dave Newland says, good night. Good night, Dave. You take it easy. Be safe out there, driver. Make sure you get that load in safely. But, we need to do more on these guys and find out what the true backstory is, do the research and see what's going on with their companies. Why are they trying to branch out and do other things besides the trucking that they got into? Well, like I said, this is pretty sad for them to do this to truck into V. I sat there and left in the middle of the day of work and went out there to help her make sure she got back and was safe. And I'm enjoying every minute that she's here because she is a trip. I mean, she's hilarious. She's funny, but she's serious and super smart. Don't let that lady fool you. I've seen her college degrees. She's smarter than what you think she is. And I mean, this woman has got medical degrees, psychological degrees. She's got, she's done her 501c, her 501c7s. I mean, she's got nonprofits. She's also done, she's done stuff with children's homes. She's ran 4 children's shelters. I mean, this woman has done a lot in her life and certified on all the things that she does. So just on that note, we will have more on it, and we'll be talking about some others and seeing what's going on because we need to dig deeper. We don't need drivers and really good drivers, and it don't matter if it's good or bad. We don't need drivers being put in a situation that they're having to make a phone call. Hey, I need to get out of here. This is a bad situation, and this is not looking good. I don't know if I'm going to get paid or not. Or, hey, I don't know if I'm going to get thrown in jail because the equipment's not right. And it's not something that I was expecting. You know, things like that. We need to make sure we keep an eye out for our brothers and sisters and steer them in the right direction so they're not getting hung out here and having to use that lifeline. I mean, it's nice for them to use that lifeline. We just don't need them stuck on it and having to do it every single time because, well, you know, we know this industry is having issues. So on that note, I will have another show next week. We will be discussing more on this. Maybe I might have Miss V on. I know Justin, maybe Dennis will be back. Scott will be back. Like I said, anybody that wants to join, wants to come on. You don't have to come on screen. I do you like I did Shelly Conway. You can come on the screen. You can have the black screen, but you can come in and voice your opinion in the topics. That's what we want. More people in the topics because this is a round table. When you're in the back, I'll put you in. This is a round table, and then everybody can talk back and forth and throw ideas out that people may have not heard of or may have thought of. And when someone else goes, "Oh, that's a good idea," and you're like, "Oh, I've already thought about that. It'll work." So just saying. But y'all have a good night and enjoy the show.
With a fearless heart and a taste for the other side. I was a crazy ass kid, all the shit I did, I'm amazed that I'm still alive. They thought I'd change with a little bit of age, but you know I never will. It takes too much time to walk a straight line. I don't have time. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here There I go, laying the star again. There I go, turn the page. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land